A Napa guy knows the only way you'd give a freshly minted driver a brand new car is if he promises to never drive it. Instead, let him grind the gears and knock over the neighbor's mailbox in something a little more suited to his skill level. And with over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, he can safely drive something that's nearly as old as he is. It's not perfect, but it's perfect for him. That's Napa know-how.
Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
What's going on, baby? It's Cinco de Mayo. Oh, yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo today. But I know if you're an investor, you're probably not giving two rats' asses about Mexican independence. But I live out here in Austin, Texas, folks, and everybody's celebrating it. I'm actually looking out on the streets of Austin, Texas. Austin's a party-ass town, for Christ's sake, so everybody's partying. Anyway, I want to thank you for tuning in with me. Folks, this is episode number 80 for all the folks that are keeping track. And before we get into the broadcast, I would like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, go to the social networks, go to the forums, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire, and let everybody know that we're in effect in the house here on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. But once again, it's a Cinco de Mayo edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, folks, and let me tell you something. If you had some money in the markets, I'm telling you right now, you're probably a little pissed off. You're probably a little pissed off, but once again, folks, this is just one of those economic contractions that yours truly has been speculating was going to happen for a long period of time. As a matter of fact, I think this is far overdue. But it's for the reasons that I didn't anticipate. Remember, we are seeing bad economic data. Of course, the unemployment numbers that came out today didn't look too well. But earnings are doing fairly decently. I mean, who put out some earnings today? Macy's, a high-end retailer, had better than expected earnings today. You know, you take a look at these types of businesses, and they're actually profiting in this so-called recession-based new economy. And that's why I'm saying, folks, what's dragging down the equities market is not earnings, it's not the data, it's the dollar. That's right. Believe it or not, the American dollar is actually gaining value. You know what I'm saying? It's actually gaining value, believe it or not, with our incompetent government spending like Zsa Zsa Gabor looking for new shoes on a Saturday night. Our government is as incompetent as it is, for Christ's sake. The dollar is still gaining value throughout the international community. And why? Why is the dollar the currency of people's particular persuasions when it comes to finance in the international community? Because the dollar is the strongest currency at this point in time. You take a look at the number 2 and 3 currencies out there in the world that are being traded. The EU today, they were all, holding their breath to see what was going to happen in the interest rates that came out early this morning, and basically said they weren't going to change interest rates. And as a result, we're going to continue to see the same type of thing that's happening here in the United States happen in the EU, but at even more of an abundant scale, because the EU actually has to bail out all these socialist countries that can't pay for themselves anymore. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. And, what's really unfortunate is that I prognosticated the reason that we were going to see a retraction is because we were going to see bad earnings. We have seen some bad earnings on some, certain retailers like Target. We've seen some bad numbers on the economic data, but retail sales look great for the month of April. You have a lot of mixed data, but in my personal opinion, and the way it looks right now, you don't even look at the equities market. The commodities markets are taking tanks, and it's because of the strong dollar. It's the strong dollar. Now, what is it? You got, the EU bailing out Portugal here today or tomorrow, whatever the hell they're going to decide to give these idiots the billions of dollars they need to sustain their socialist country. You've got Japan, which is the third largest economy in the world, that's just completely depleted because of the earthquake, the tsunami, and the nuclear fallout that it has to do. So this is what I'm saying, folks. This is why you're seeing, such retractions in the market. So let me go ahead and go over the market, folks, because I know everybody's, a little upset. But, of course, if your stocks, if your equities have the three fundamentals of success as defined by Ghost from True Capitalist Radio, if they've got good fundamentals, which means low PE ratio, low debt-to-earnings ratios, high cash flow, a decent balance sheet, well, they got good fundamentals and they're good to go. The second element, they have to have demand. And they have to have future demand, not just short-term demand. I'm talking about at least 2 years in the future demand. The third element, profit. They have to be able to profit. And let me tell you something. If your stocks fall in line with all those three key elements, no matter what the stock market is doing in its helter-skelter, impulsive ways, you're going to come out on top. You're going to come out on top. Anyway, the Dow Jones Industrials closes out today at 12,584.20. A hell of a drop this week, folks. A hell of a drop. It was down 139.41 points, a percentage decrease of 1.10%. Good God! And, for all you folks that don't know, Dow Jones Industrials only comprises of like 36 companies, so there are 30-something companies. I don't know what the hell it is, but when that's down dramatically, that means the American economy is taking it in the tail, at least on the stock end. But the S&P 500 is down also. It's down 12.22 points. It closes out today at 1,335.10, a percentage decrease of 0.91%. NASDAQ closes out today at 2,814.72, a decrease of 13.51 points, a percentage decrease of 0.48%. So, everybody lost some major capital today. And let me tell you, if you thought you were going to be able to get into the equity or the commodities markets, if you think that you were going to be able to diversify and put your goddamn money in some gold or some oil or some silver, wrong! Good God, has anybody taken a look at the commodities? Everything took a tank in today. Everything! And that's because the dollar, the American dollar, is gaining strength because everybody else, every other currency in the international community is crap. Even with our incompetent government spending like it's going out of style, our dollar is still sought after to liquidate financial instruments throughout the international community. And the reason is because the EU sucks, Japan is suffering from its own situation, so at this point in time, the United States currency is the default currency of everybody throughout the international community investing out here. So this is why we have a decrease in the commodities and a decrease in the equities. When the dollar gains strength, by default, we are going to see a decrease in everything. We're going to see drop prices. We're going to see a lot of different things out here. But let me get through to the commodities, shall we? Brent crude oil, and for all you ass clowns that don't know what Brent crude is, it's the oil that's shipped out to Europe and Asia. It took a drop today of $10.81, a percentage decrease of 8.92%. Jesus Christ, hardcore drop in the Brent crude markets, closing out today at $110.38 a barrel of Brent crude oil. Gasoline futures are down $84.25. A percentage decrease of 8.41%. Hopefully that reflects soon enough at the gas pumps out here. Heating oil futures took also a huge dive today. They're down $24.97, a decrease percentage of 7.94%. Are you hearing these percentage decreases, for Christ's sake? This is the commodities market. It's horrible. Anyway, on a lighter note and on some good news, WTI sweet crude, the commodity that everybody should be looking after right now, is finally hit the price that we all needed. We all needed to see this price, and let me tell you something, we may We just may scrape through a goddamn rebound if we can make it through the summer by not having these WTI sweet crude levels go up above $99. And guess what it closed out today at, folks? What did WTI sweet crude close out today at? $99.52 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. $99.52. It decreased today $9.72, a percentage decrease of 8.90%. Are you kidding me? It's great, man. It's unbelievable. I mean, that's the only good news of the market, that we've got WTI sweet crude going down, and hopefully that reflects out there in the gas and energy prices. Jesus Christ, I got to take a drink on that one. And, of course, I'm drinking some Jack Daniels again today. I took a liquid lunch today since I saw the damn markets were tanking like hell. I went down here to 6th Street, had myself a damn Mexican liquid lunch, had myself some Sol beers and some margaritas. So I'm a little tipsy as it is. So, I know Jack Daniels is terrible, but, hey, when you're not gaining, when you're not making capital, there's no reason to open up $300-400 bottles of scotch. There's no reason to, open up, $900 bottle of Cavassier. Anyway, let me take a sip. Jack Daniels, everybody. Cheers, everybody out there. Cheers. Good stuff. Good stuff for cheap stuff. I've learned to live with it right now because I'm already half crocked. I mean, usually I'd be taking a grimace and being like, yeah. But I'm already half crocked, so, please forgive me. If I do anything screwy in this show, please. I'm sorry. But anyway, WTI sweet crude, the good news in today's market, it is down $99.52 a barrel of WTI sweet crude. And hopefully that reflects soon enough in the gasoline markets out here. You know what I mean? Anyway, not to mention going down in a lot of these commodities prices, hopefully that we see a come down in all this crap. The market's reflecting it. We should see it out here in the retail sector, for Christ's sake. Anyway, agricultural commodities. Canola future is down $8. Cocoa futures are down $156, a percentage decrease of 4.86%. Coffee futures are down today $6.25, a percentage decrease of 2.12%. Corn futures, finally we see some goddamn corn futures coming down, for Christ's sake. Corn is down $20.75, a percentage decrease of 2.84%. Cotton is also down $4.65, a percentage decrease of 3.07%. Wheat futures are down $20.75, a percentage decrease of 2.36%. Sugar is down 49 cents, a percentage decrease of 2.30%. Are you hearing this, folks? Everything is down. Down. Everything is down. Soybean futures are down $30.25. Lumber futures are down $1.80. Oat futures are down $12, a decrease of 3.47% today. I mean, good God, soybean oil futures are down $1.44. But wool somehow was able to, come up with some kind of minor gain. It was up $3. A little $3 there. Anyway, the metals, folks. Jesus Christ, with these goddamn metals, Ever since this artificial way down of the metals market was instilled when the Chicago Mercantile Exchange upped its margin requirements, it has just completely facilitated a crash in the markets, an artificial crash. And if you want my personal opinion, I think that the reason that the CME did this is because Barack Obama was, threatening to appoint some kind of presidential panel to so-called investigate, speculators and investors running up the price of oil. And not only does this margin requirement now pertain to metals, it also pertains to oil too. Yeah. So if you happen to be trading in the futures market and through the CME group, your margin requirements have to be a lot higher than normal. As a matter of fact, the margin requirements went up twice this week. Twice. So, I mean, just give me a goddamn break. Anyway, copper is down $15, a decrease of 3.5%. All right, gold is down. Jesus Christ with gold, man. Good God, let me tell you something right now. What we're seeing in the price of gold and silver right now does not reflect our currency standards. It does not reflect our monetary policy, you know. But of course, we're in this new economy where the government and everybody's, you know, merged together and they're manipulating, and it's just disgusting. It's a disgrace. Anyway, gold is down a whopping $42.20. A percentage decrease of 2.78%. And let me tell you something right now. I think this run on the dollar is short-lived. All right? I mean, I think the run on the dollar is short-lived, so everybody just be careful. All right? These are pretty good times to be looking into these commodities right now, to take these huge dips, you know. Anyway, silver is down also $4.77. A decrease of 12.13%, man. This is disgusting. This is disgraceful. All right? Because let me tell you something. I know for a fact that, you know, the reason that this went down was because, of course, the dollar was gaining, okay? The dollar was gaining. But let's be honest. The CME group, you know, upping their goddamn margin requirements, what a piece of trash. That's all I got to say about this. It just seems like, you know, some kind of conspiracy theory, in my opinion. You know, this is not true capitalism. But, hey, us as capitalists have to work with what's going on out here so we can live lavish and continue to sustain our lifestyles. Anyway, livestock, we got cattle futures down $1.05. We've got cattle feeder futures down $1.37, and lean hog futures are up 45 cents. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. All right? I mean, that's the markets for your ass, baby. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you very much. I know this has been a screwed up day on the markets today, but hey, it's Cinco de Mayo, baby. You understand? It's Cinco de Mayo, huh? La cucaracha, la cucaracha, la cucaracha da papa, la cucaracha, la cucaracha, You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, anyway, cheers to everybody out there. I'm going to take a sip of this Jack Daniels on the rocks here. Some good stuff here, man. Some good stuff. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit also about President Obama making a visit to Ground Zero. Of course, we've got, you know, Barack Obama trying to juice the emotion out of this when you got a lot of 9/11 victims, you know, wanting to see the picture of Osama bin Laden. And, of course, for whatever reason, you know, we're trying to appease the radical faction of Islam or something. We're not going to release the pictures of this disgusting scumbag. So, you know, I just don't understand here, you know. I just don't understand here. And, you know, I've been getting, you know, some people private messaging me telling me to kick some idiot out of here named Tigger. So let's go ahead and kick his ass. Like, get him out. Get out of here. Get out. Get out. You piece of garbage. Anyway, let me continue on. The president was out at Ground Zero laying a wreath, you know, having a commemorative moment in response to the assassination or the killing of Osama bin Laden. And what I would like to see, as much as everybody out here in America would like to see, is the pictures of this disgusting scumbag with a hole in his head. I mean, look, this is America, Mr. President, all right? I mean, you're not going to disturb us by showing us some idiot with a hole in his head, all right? This is the same country that, you know, legitimizes pornography as a form of artistic expression. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking. I mean, look at these damn porn stars that have come out as, you know, sucking off a horse on a handy cam, and before you know it, they're big-time stars on E-Entertainment. I mean, you know, let's be honest, Mr. President. We're a sick-ass society. You know, we're the same people that show our parents. You know, these young kids. I don't know if you've looked on YouTube. You should do a YouTube search of 2 girls and 1 cup reactions. And let me tell you something. Do not watch that disgusting, despicable, horrific, defecation promoting video, because it is the most disgusting, disgraceful thing that ever hit the internet. And you've got young children exposed to this type of nonsense that are actually, thinking it's funny. They think it's a big joke. And this is why I'm saying, Mr. President, I mean, you want to withhold from us information that we have the right to know. And, because what? We're going to be disturbed by? This is America. We're not disturbed by anything, all right? We're not disturbed by anything, for Christ's sake. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on the president visiting Ground Zero because we all know it was a photo op. All right, I mean, that's why George W. Bush didn't even want to do it. He's like, I'm not going to contribute to this man's photo op. You had, Barack Obama actually called up George W. Bush and said, hey, why don't you come on down here with us? We'll celebrate. We're like, yeah, we beat Osama bin Laden's ass, and George W. Bush said, no, just don't worry about it, forget about it. I wonder why. Well, I know why, because he knows as well as I do this is a damn photo op opportunity. It's just not it's not appropriate in my opinion. It's not appropriate. Anyway, I want to move on to another subject matter. There's going to be an actual GOP presidential debate tonight for all you Republican and teabagger assholes that really give two rats' asses about this election. Yeah, there's actually going to be a Republican presidential debate tonight with everybody except anybody who's really going to be voted for. Mitt Romney is not going to be in there. That fat, bloated, hypocritical, stooge Newt Gingrich isn't going to be there. Michelle Bachmann isn't going to be there. So who the hell's going to be there exactly? All right. Well, I'm looking here on the article, and I don't even know any of these schmucks. To be honest, I have no idea who these schmucks are. I know Ron Paul. Maybe this is some kind of a orchestrated event for Ron Paul to make him look like the second coming for political constitutionalism or something. I have no idea. But that's the only recognizable face. I think you got Santorum there. You got some idiot named Pawlenty. I don't know who the Pawlenty guy is, but you got some ugly-looking sons of bitches here, and you got a black guy. You got a black guy in there. So I guess I might just tune in to this particular Republican debate just to see what the black guy has to say. You know what I'm saying? I guess the Republicans are thinking, hey, I tell you what. Since the Democrats ran a black guy, and basically he ran on no substance whatsoever, he ran on just, ambiguous terms and, said, few promises that he all broke, by the way, and he got elected in there. So we're going to throw our black guy in there and see what happens. So, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what he's got to say. Anyway, let me go ahead and take a swig of this here. I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. Oh, man, that's some good stuff, man. Oh, man, that's some good stuff. Hold on, I got to kick some asshole out here. David Davidson, all right, don't be throwing no goddamn swastikas on this goddamn chat room, for Christ's sake. Get this idiot. Get him out. Get him out. I'm not going to sit here and throw swastikas in the air like you're some kind of goddamn neo-Nazi, for Christ's sake. Hey, I hate neo-Nazis. Here, there's some other guy trying to throw here. Let me go ahead and kick his ass out of here, too. Let me kick him out. Get him out! Get out! Get these stupid assholes out of here. Moron. Hitler was half Jewish anyway, you idiots. That's what, I'm a neo-Nazi, I'm a German dude, and I Sieg Heil all day, blonde-headed, blue-eyed children, this is what I'm talking about. Hitler was half Jewish, you idiot. Good God. Not that I care. Not that I care that Hitler was half Jewish. I'm just saying, you got these neo-Nazi assholes that sit over here and, praise this guy as if he was a second coming of Christ or something. But, unfortunately, they failed to, understand the fact that the man was Jewish. I don't know. Anyway, we like to sweep stuff like that under the rug. Anyway, 646-652-4869. I'm talking about the GOP Republican debate that's going to be in South Carolina. Come on and raise up. So let's go ahead and let's hear from him. Let's hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Let's take some calls here. We got 630. What's up?
Do you ever stop fucking complaining?
Well, I'll stop when your mother, starts coming over here and doing her job and cleaning up my goddamn shitty office. Cleaning up my office up in here. How about that? Won't you tell that disgusting, despicable, dimpled-thighed, having mother of yours to come in here to do her goddamn job and pick up some crap? How about that, huh? How about that?
Dude, all you ever do is bitch nonstop. You never shut the fuck up. You're always raging about it.
And you know what? You know what else? You're always listening, too. That's the thing about it. You're always listening. You're sitting over there spitting on your hand, waxing your carrot listening. You want to know why? Because you have no fatherly influence. All right? That's why you keep listening. I know that you don't like me. You're like, oh, my God, he's such a meanie. He's such a meanie. But you know what? I'm a real man, for Christ's sake, and this is something that you've never been exposed to in your life. So that's why you keep listening, and you keep tuning in. You take notes. You're trying to, figure out how it is to be a big man with big balls out here so you can finally have somebody of the opposite sex whack your wiener. But unfortunately, it's never going to happen. I mean, if you're sitting over here bitching at me because I'm complaining about world events that affect you and I, then obviously you're a simplistic moron that's living with his mammy, smoking pot, watching cartoons all day, and flipping Red Baron pizzas about 3 or 4 times a day, for Christ's sake. You're a piece of garbage. Don't sit over here and question me. I'm out here trying to amplify things that should be put out throughout the world. All right? That's what I'm doing. I'm out here giving unbiased information to people so that they can interpret it and have it float around in their head and figure out what to do with the crap. What else do you have to say?
Nigga, you are crazy. You know you're borderline insane, right?
No, I'm not borderline insane. What are you talking about? I'm the only one out here promoting capitalism. I'm the only one out here telling people the straight dope, telling it how it is. I'm not out here giving some half-truth Alex Jones reptilian shapeshifter horse shit. All right, I'm telling people how it is. What the hell are you talking about? What are you exactly? Why don't you explain your position? What's your contribution to this life there, 630? What's your contribution?
Here's the deal, man. In life,
No, I don't want to hear your deal. I don't want to hear your stupid deal. I don't care about your pathetically anal opinion. I want to know what you do for a living. You're sitting here on my show flexing nuts. I want to know what you do for a living. So instead of evading the question, instead of trying to change the subject, why don't you get on the goddamn high soapbox that you're on and amplify what it is that you do for a living since you're such a baller. All right, go ahead.
All right, check this out, man. All right, now you're gonna hate me, but that's
no. I don't want a preamble. I don't want to hear a preamble. I don't want to hear you, sit over here and try to make up something that'll make you look good with the cyber poontang that is listening out there. I don't care. I want to know what the hell do you do for a living since you're on a soapbox trying to complain about me. What do you do for a living? And you better be doing something that makes over $1 million a year. But go ahead.
Not even joking, collect government food stamps. I actually just went to Jewel last night, and I spent $50. I got 4 different types of crab cakes. I got some rib meat, not even joking. I also got some mozzarella sticks. I don't know if you like those, but they're pretty.
Well, you sound like a fat jelly-ass bastard that, eats mozzarella sticks, potato skins, and, dumbass ramen noodles and all this other crap. Get your stupid ass out of here. First of all, what do you think should happen to you when all these taxes are recalled, when the capitalists finally take control of this government, when the capitalists finally take control of the entire situation out here in America? What should happen to you since you're some mooching detriment of American society that is contributing nothing but turning perfectly good food into shit? What should happen to you, when we cut off your, government entitlements and you're left there with your penis in your hand? What should we do to you?
Shouldn't do anything because I'm entitled to that money from working. That money gets taken out of my taxes so that if I...
No, you're not working. You see, you're not working. You're just sitting there collecting paychecks, eating mozzarella sticks, acting like some fat, obnoxious, sudden sputtering piece of garbage that doesn't know what you're talking about. What I'm saying to you is what should happen to you since you have taken so much out of the tax-paying system? What should happen to you?
That money comes out of my taxes from when I was working. I'm entitled to it. And it's
when did you work?
Right. I worked for a year and a half when I first got out of college, and I couldn't
a year
do my
and a half.
job.
Okay. So you see this here? Do you hear this, folks? Do you hear this? This is what America is comprised of. A bunch of entitlement-ridden pieces of fat, bloated, American Idol watching, Dances with the Stars jerking pieces of garbage. This is what you have out here, folks. All right, I worked for a year and a half when I got out of college, so I deserve this money. You deserve nothing, all right? You know, let me tell you what should happen to you, in my personal opinion there, 630, for being such a detriment to human decency and to this great civil society that we live in. In my personal opinion, once the capitalists take control, all right, once the capitalists take control of this government, once the capitalists take control of every single thing that should be under the control of capitalists to begin with, we are going to take back all the money that was giving out, not just to the people that were collecting entitlements, but to the corporate assholes, you know, all the corporate welfare. We're going to go out and get every red cent that was taken out of our pockets, and we're going to collect it back. Now, the thing about you, 630, is you're not going to have any money, you know? You're not going to have any money. You're just, as a matter of fact, you're going to be in debt. You're just going to be some idiot who, you know, spent thousands and thousands of dollars on mozzarella sticks and cheese balls, you know? And what I think that should happen to you is that you should be put into some kind of labor camp so that you can work off all the money that you have just completely mooched off of the tax-paying system. And I genuinely believe that's what should happen. So for you to sit over here and say, oh, that's this and that, I'm collecting government cheese, it's so great. Let me tell you something right now, 630, you should be, you know, cleaning up graffiti right now. That's what you should be doing. You understand? You should be cleaning shit stalls in homeless shelters right now. That's what you should be doing right now. You know, you should be going out there and cleaning over the leftover abortions at abortion clinics and properly disposing of it. I mean, you should be doing the most vile and grotesque jobs that nobody wants because you do nothing. You contribute nothing. You contribute no. What do you contribute? What's your contribution?
Well,
I'm waiting. What's your contribution?
I'm taking your money. I contributed, therefore I get to take your money when I have hard times. That's how it works.
Does everybody hear this? I mean, that's just straight from the man's mouth here. Keep going.
That's how it works, man. That's why the system's in place, so that if I can't get a job and I lose my job, I need to.
I can find you 12 jobs right now in your vicinity. Where are you? 630. Can somebody look up where 630 is? I'll find this idiot a job right now. I'll give him. I will call up some goddamn McDonald's. I'll call up some goddamn Wendy's, and I guarantee you, I can give you a job right now just by calling on the phone right now. But will you go? Will you go work at McDonald's?
Yeah, I'll go work at McDonald's. I don't have a problem with McDonald's. I need a job. But here's the deal, man. How am I supposed to...
Bullshit. Bull crap. All right? You wouldn't do anything. You know what it is? Individuals like you are so happy just sitting back on your fat jelly ass, collecting government entitlements that are funded by hard-working people, asshole. All right? I'm talking about people that are busting their ass, that are getting beans and peanuts because they are overtaxed so that they can feed assholes like you, so that they can sit here and fluff up the baby boomers that caused all this economic and political unrest. And it's a disgrace. And I speak, in my personal opinion, I speak for all capitalists that are working hard, that are out there making honest livings, that are paying taxes, that are funding these despicable governments that are in power today. And for these people to sit over here, these useless pieces of garbage. Did you hear this? Oh, that's what it's meant to do. That's what it's meant to do, baby. I mean, are you kidding me? This is how these people think, man. They think just because they're born, just because some dumbass bimbo shitted out this idiot out of their uterus pipe, that they are somehow entitled to, free money. They're entitled to free food. They're entitled to free housing. I've never heard of such a thing in my entire life, but this is how they think. This is it. And this is why I am going to be a capitalist until the day I die. I refuse. And I refuse to be sitting here obliging any kind of socialist idea or communist idea. I will not go into a goddamn bread line. Do you understand that? I'm not going to be waiting in no damn bread line. I'm a capitalist. And I'm going to be a capitalist until the day I die. And I'm not going to sit here and allow some useless waste of human life, some shit funnel, all right? Because that's what he is. He is a shit funnel that is turning perfectly good food into shit and thinking that he's entitled to do so. He thinks he's entitled to do so. The problem is that his shit actually contributes more to this earth than he does. Because at least his shit can fertilize the earth, bring in new vegetation, inspire new life. But no, this idiot, you know what he is? He's a cancer. People like this are cancers on the earth. These people that are just doing nothing but just feeding off of this great Garden of Eden of ours, that are just eating and just, oh, I deserve it, I need it, I have it, I want it. It's a disgrace, man. It's an utter disgrace. And let me tell you something, 630, I pray to God. As a matter of fact, God, if you're listening, please, if you could please stricken 630 with cancer of the cock and rid this world of this useless human being who's going to continue throughout his whole existence to make excuse after excuse after excuse for why he needs to be nothing more than a mooch on our great civilization. Please, God, if you're listening, kill this asshole, get him off the face of the planet. It makes me sick that you even produced these types of waste of human life, God, but I understand why you did so. I understand why you did it, God. You did it so that all of us human beings can understand that your design, the way you constructed the realm of this earth, everything, and I do mean everything, has to kill something else and eat it to survive. But you have stopped with us, God. You've stopped with us and human beings. And the reason that you have stopped with us because you have given us something called consciousness. You have given us something called free will. And unfortunately, at this point in time, we have a lot of people that are willingly and freely becoming nothing more than organisms that are infecting this great earth that you have built. So God, please, if you're listening, this guy from 630, he's obviously just, living off the high hog, eating cheese balls, mozzarella sticks, watching cartoons all day. There should be no reason why fate should look highly upon this individual. There should be no reason why this individual should be blessed with any kind of a good life. There should be no reason why this individual should be blessed with any kind of good fortune or interpretation thereof. And let me tell you something right now. I conjure up the spirits that are within the realm of this particular planet to make sure that he and every other useless human being on this planet, at some point in time, maybe it won't be in my day, but soon enough, are going to either be forced to contribute or going to be forced to be put elsewhere. Amen. Anyway, thank you very much. Get this idiot off mic. Get him off! Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. I want to hear from you folks. We were talking about how we were having some fruity-ass debate in South Carolina, for the Republicans out here. But, I want to hear from you. What do you have to say about it? We got the Maddest Hatter on the phone. What's going on, Maddest Hatter?
Hey, man, can I ask about GMCR stocks?
Well, which one?
GMCR coffee.
Oh, you're talking about Green Mountain Coffee Roasters?
Yep.
Yeah, go for it. What's up, man?
Do you think it's going to peak again? Because it's had a small drop today, but it's not wet. It's not a sizable drop. I think it's going to go up.
Let me tell you, it's one of those stocks that no one would have anticipated the type of gains that it's had. It increased 40% in March when news came out that Green Mountain Coffee Roasters were going to put, some of their products in Starbucks coffee houses. And, because of that, we saw a 40% increase. And yesterday, what was it? Earnings yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
I don't know what it was. There was some good news that came out, and that's what caused the damn the stock to go up the roof.
Yeah,
so,
in
my personal opinion, I would be a little apprehensive to get into that stock, given the fact that it's gained so fast in such a rapid manner.
Yeah, that's a good point, but it's had a few rises. One in February, two in February, in fact, big one in March, and it's risen again today in May. So, I don't know what to say about it.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about it either. I mean, maybe for the short term you could see some gains, but for long-term investment, I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those stocks that are going up based on investor hype, if you want my personal opinion. Another one that is like Green Mountain Coffee Roasters it's in a different industry, but it's still retail, is called Lululemon. Jesus Christ. It's some kind of apparel specifically geared towards yoga and Pilates and, Tai Chi type people. And believe it or not, because they have, shown better than expected earnings on a consistent basis, you've got all these investors just continuing to go after that stock. So, you have to gauge investor sentiment on top of looking at profits. And I don't know, maybe people would like Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, even at a higher rate than this. But I'm not sure, man. I think maybe for the short term, you possibly could get a couple of bucks, but I don't know about for a long-term investment, man.
No, I'll look into it anyway. Thanks for thanks for being on the show.
No problem, man. No problem.
All right. Good night.
Thanks a lot, man, and keep capitalizing, by the way, man. 111, you're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost, can you get me off?
Yeah, you stupid fruity bastard. We got D01. What's up?
Hey, Ghost, do you know any communist hangouts?
Do I know any communist hangouts?
Yes,
yeah, I'll tell you what. This is what you have to do, though, okay? This is what you have to do. You got to put a belt around your neck, You have to put one of those belts around your neck. And once you put the belt around your neck, you tie it around there, and then you tie it to a door handle of some sort, okay? And then what you do is you strip down naked, all right, and start waxing your carrot, all right? And then just start, going forward as the belt starts tightening around your neck, harder and harder and harder. And when you feel like you're about to pass out, don't worry about it. As a matter of fact, what you're doing is you're putting yourself in a trance-like experience so that your brain waves can be in the same frequency patterns as other communists. So, once again, if you could just, choke yourself, with that, everything will be great. Everything will be great. Anyway, get this idiot off my damn switchboard. 111, you're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost.
What up, man?
You were talking about how he won't release the pictures earlier, and I know since he said he wasn't, I've been complaining about it. I can go on the internet and find things much worse with just a couple words search on Google Images.
I mean, and not only that, isn't this a slap in the face to the people who lost family members that, fell to their deaths? I mean, they committed suicide as opposed to, being burned alive in the World Trade Center? I mean, we had to see this. As a matter of fact, we're still seeing it. The mainstream media keeps playing bodies being thrown over the World Trade Center and falling to their death. They playing it, and yet we can't see Osama bin Laden with a hole in his head?
It makes me so mad that I can't see this killer dead. I mean, he's killed thousands, and we can't see him dead.
I don't get it either. And not to mention that we're appeasing, a certain supposed minor faction of Islam. Remember, the fanatical part of Islam is supposed to be a minor faction, but why are we not releasing this photo so that we won't incense those in the so-called Islamic world? I mean, give me a goddamn break, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, thanks for calling, man. I hear you. I don't know what to say. I mean, you can call and you can write the president, but the president seems to be pretty obstinate when it comes to this particular situation. So anyway, Jesus Christ. 705, you're on the horn.
Hi, Ghost.
What's up?
Just from that caller 630603, I don't know. It upsets me how how he says that he's entitled because there's a coffee shop, I went to it, and people just stand outside asking for money. And they say that they're entitled to money, and I've actually seen some of these people go into homes later on. And it just, this guy made me want to call because...
No, I hear you, man. I hear you. I mean, it gets me upset, too, to hear these scumbags, but you're absolutely right. This is what these people think. They think they're entitled to money because they exist. And, to be perfectly honest with you, they don't. And it makes me sick to my stomach that we have to put up with this nonsense that they're so-called po people in America when America is supposed to be the richest country on the face of the planet. Not to mention that we've got people in Africa, we've got people in other parts of the world that are starving to death. These people are, they've got skin and bones. Literally, the skin is hanging off their bones. And then you got the po people in America have the audacity to sit over here saying that they're entitled, they need mo, they want this, they want that. When in actuality, and I don't care where you go, whether it's a white trash cracker trailer park, whether it's a black ghetto or a Mexican barrio, I would like anybody just to cruise down any part of town and just take a look at all the fat people that are waddling their fat asses up and down the street. And this is why you have this type of mentality, sir. You have this type of mentality because they can do it. If you didn't give them the opportunity to do it, they'd either adapt or just die off, through natural selection. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's my personal opinion. I mean, I don't see why we have to keep these people around. We're going against the basis of nature. I mean, let's say that the spiders. I've used this idea many times. Let's say the spiders all get together and say, "Hey, wait a minute. We don't have any friends. As a matter of fact, we even kill each other sometimes. Why don't we just get together and let's call a truce?" And let's just all get together and not kill each other and make sure that every spider, even if they're a loser spider that can't spin their own web, even if they're a spider that's just, a useless weakling, if we have some leftover bugs in our web, we're going to hook up the loser spider to our left. We're going to hook up the loser spider to our right. I mean, do you understand what that would do to the ecosystems of the whole entire world? I mean, it would infect. I mean, you would not be able to see the ground without seeing, a gang load of spiders. It's the same concept with humanity. Humanity believes that because, we're the, end of the food chain, that we are somehow entitled to just go ahead and every human being that's born on this earth is God's special creature. It's not. And you see, this is what all the public education system, political correctness, this liberal hippie garbage that's being pushed down our throats, this is what makes these kids and these people think this crap. They think that, I'm entitled to it. I'm born. I exist. I deserve money. I deserve money because I'm breathing. And that's just not how it goes. And in my personal opinion, I think until we start treating these wastes of human life for what they really are, and that's waste of human life, we're going to continue to see the problems that we're seeing today. I don't think it's a coincidence that we're seeing such atmospheric disturbances at such dramatic levels, given the fact that we have had explosions in populations that are doing nothing but raping the earth of its natural resources. I just don't get it. I don't understand how come people can't understand this. Is it just me? Hello, 705?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you agree or disagree? I want to hear from you. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I had another question. It's what's like the best online stock broker trader?
Oh man, well, it depends on what you look for. I don't really want to gauge, online stock brokerages, based on anything. But you have to look at, what online brokerages are offering. All right, you got to look at what they're offering. If they're offering, something like, tools, instant market access. If they're allowing, low market trades, if they're offering advice, if they're offering no commissions on ETFs, that sort of thing. Whatever. Anyway, thanks for calling, man. I hope that, surmises what you need to do. But just take a look. Just shop around, man. I mean, there's so many online brokerages. You should be able to find one and make sure that they have the tools necessary. If you're a frequent trader, you're going to want, the type of tools that enable you to get into the market and see up to the minute type market access. If you're just somebody that wants to trade every month or once a month or add on to your account every once a month, well, in my personal opinion, you want to look for the lowest commission, but it's not going to have the big tools. It's not going to have the big up to the second, type of access to the market. So it's up to you. It's all up to the trader in general. Anyway, I want to thank you for calling, man. In 705, I hear you, man. I hear you when it comes to these disgusting, despicable people that feel like they're entitled. I know, believe me, I can't even walk outside my goddamn door out here in Austin, Texas without having about 4 or 5 bums hop out of a bush saying, come on, man, I need some change, baby. I need change for the bus, baby. Come on, man. I suck your dick, man. Come on, man. I cannot get these idiots off me out here in Austin, Texas. And let me tell you something, the thing about Austin, Texas is that we don't necessarily have a homeless problem. We don't. All these homeless people that are infecting our city out here in Austin, Texas actually are imported bums. These idiots are vagabonds that hop a train or hop a Greyhound or, they get here somehow. And then once they're here, the reason that they're here is because they heard from some other bum that everybody out here is rich. The average median income for Austin, Texas is like $85,000 a person. The population is barely like, 700,000, 800,000 people? So, everybody who lives out here is living pretty goddamn large. So it's no coincidence that you've got bums out here in an abundant amount. I'm talking abundant amount. The reason that they're out here is not because they need help, not because that they need, some kind of help for putting roofs over their heads, not that they need help for getting a job. These people are either drunks or drug addicts, and they know because there's so many people out here in Austin, Texas with capital that they'll come out the pocket just to get these bums the hell away from them, for Christ's sake. And these bums take advantage of that. It's a disgrace, man. It's an utter disgrace. It makes me sick to my stomach. And a lot of these bums are young kids, man, these young, stupid runaways, you know what I mean? From San Francisco and all this other stuff, shooting up that heroin and, drinking that cheap bottle of hooch and all that crap. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. I want to hear from you. We were talking a little bit about the GOP presidential debate tonight, minus Mitt Romney, minus Newt Gingrich, minus Michelle Bachmann. So, if you're, I bet you all the conservative hardlegs are, waxing their cat for that one. Anyway, but I want to talk about something else here in a minute, but let's take another call here, shall we? 918, what's up? Now, you're taking too long, you milky-looking prick. 817, what's going on?
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, but your mother's got crustaceans on the inside of her uterus pipe, though, you know what I'm saying?
So this isn't the Krusty Krab?
No, you need to go into your mother's uterus pipe, all right, stretch it open, and go, Ricola! That's what you have to do, all right? Hope that helps you. Let's take another caller here. 111, you're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? I'm going to be in Texas soon. I was wondering if we could take a shower together or something.
Well, try to find me out here, man. I'm out here on 6th Street at least daily. Daily. You know what I'm saying? West 6th Street mostly, but, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, whenever they have $1 you call it's, or $2 you call it's out here on 6th Street. I'm out there on the East 6th Street kicking with the college kids down there.
So we can take a shower together?
Oh, shower. It won't take about 10 steps away from my ass crack, asshole. Jesus Christ, what's up with all these internet butt stalkers, for Christ's sake, man? You know what? I should have never have talked like a chick. You know what I'm saying? I never should have talked like a chick. Now I got these internet butt stalkers sitting over here,
Oh yeah, Ghost, come on, I want to see your toolbox.
Got some idiot wanting to shower with me, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. This is just disgusting, man. This is horrible. This is just bad, man. You know, I never thought that America would be such a fruity America. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. You know, I'm gonna put a prerequisite. You know, any male that calls up my show and they sound fruity, I'm not even going to give you airtime. I'm not even going to acknowledge you. You understand what I'm saying there, fruity boys? All right? So maybe, just maybe, you're going to have to, you know, let your nuts hang a little bit and start talking with a little bit of bass in your voice. All right? Anyway, 000, you're on the horn. You're taking too long. 111, what's up? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
I can give a shout out to my friend.
You're too fruity. Inbound Voodoo, what's up?
How's it going?
What's going on?
I just want to tell you that your whole rant when you were talking to God really offended me because we all know there is no God, and I think you just insulted the entire intelligence of America.
Oh yeah, you're an atheist, is that it?
Yes, absolutely.
You're an atheist? You know what? Atheists believe in me, all right? So get down on your knees, boy. Get down on your knees and start praying, and you better pray good. Get out of here. I eat atheists for breakfast. 901, you're on the horn.
Fat. Fappity fat.
You silly bastard. I'm going to call you back. I'm going to call you back because you're an unoriginal prick. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call you back, and you know, I hope I get your mother because I want to talk to a mother of one of these pieces of shit. I sincerely do. I sincerely want to talk to a mother just so I can tell them a few things because, I mean, you know, these mothers need to be told this. You know, they need to be told this type of stuff.
Hey, hello.
Yeah, let me talk to your mother.
My mom's not here.
Yeah, well, you know, she better get there because I'm gonna call every day until she does. All right?
Okay, well, I don't live with my mom right now, so.
Oh, you don't? Who do you live with? Who do you live with?
I'm in a college dorm.
You're in a college dorm?
Yep.
Now, who pays for your phone?
Who pays for my phone bill?
Yeah.
My parents actually do.
Yeah, your parents do. All right, okay, good. So I could probably reverse look up, find your parents, and then call them on the show and tell them what type of idiotic crap you're doing on their dime. Would you like me to do that?
They wouldn't give a fuck.
They wouldn't care? They wouldn't care if I called them up and told them that you're just going out there
some...
servicing glory holes and, you know, you're out here, you know, they wouldn't care about anything that you do out there. They think that you're a great son.
I'm not servicing glory holes, so I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah. You get a little scared now, huh? You get a little scared? Oh, wait a minute. I'm not servicing glory holes, okay? Don't get scared, 901. Come on, I'm just going to do a reverse lookup. I'm going to call your mom and call your dad, and we're just going to have a conversation, all right? It should take me here about 30 minutes. Are they going to be at home in 30 minutes?
At home? I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right. Do you mind if I give him a call right now, here in about the next 30 minutes, if I give him a call and you know, tell him what you've been doing?
Yeah, whatever.
No, seriously. I mean, I want to tell him what type of garbage you're doing. You know, I mean, you should be learning. You should be going out there, you know, getting in higher education. Instead, you're calling up going, bap, 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 like some moron, for Christ's sake. I mean, and not to mention that you don't sound educated whatsoever. I mean, you sound like a non-articulate sentence fragment sputtering ignorant jerk from where I'm standing.
Okay. Well, that's their opinion, but whatever. You don't know shit about me.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't need to know shit about you. I just need to know how you talk. I mean, you know, how you talk and how you present yourself verbally and physically is basically how you feel about yourself internally. And if you're going to be a little meek bastard, if you're going to go out and say, and just act like some idiot with no personality, it goes to show that you're just a loser in life. You're a loser in life. So what I'm asking you is, I'm doing a reverse lookup right now on your phone number. What I'm asking you, all right, Mr. Memphis, Tennessee, is I'm asking you, if I call your goddamn number, if I call your goddamn parents, are you going to get upset what I'm about to tell him?
No, probably not.
You're not going to get upset? You don't care?
No, not really.
No? You don't you don't care that you're just wasting their money? They're not going to give a crap?
I'm actually here on scholarship, so I'm not wasting.
Oh, Jesus! Bull crap! I'm here on scholarship. Actually, I'm actually here on scholarship. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm with the United Negro College Fund. Hey, are you black? Because that's the only way you're getting a scholarship is if you're black or Mexican. Are you black, Mexican, or Oriental?
I'm Mexican.
I knew it! I knew you were a Mexican, man. I knew there was an ethnic minority in there. You understand? I knew it. You couldn't just get a scholarship sounding that stupid. I mean, typically, college kids that get scholarships, they actually sound fairly articulate. They actually can talk, and they actually make an overemphasis on the fact that they want to sound articulate, because that's the whole reason why you go to college, asshole. That's the whole reason why you go to college, is so that you can be, proper and, understand how to, congregate and commiserate with high-class society. But unfortunately, right when I heard your voice, I knew that there was some incompetence there. So, would I have to talk Spanish to talk to your folks?
No, but they do speak Spanish.
Oh, yeah? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Just for you, 901. Just for you. I'm going to do something just for you. You should feel special. You should really feel special right now. I don't really do this very often, but I'm in a Cinco de Mayo mood right now. And what are the odds? What are the odds a Mexican calls up, and let alone a Mexican in college? A Mexican in college. Let me tell you something. That's cause for celebration. Not only is it Cinco de Mayo, which is, one of two Independence Days that, Mexicans in Mexico celebrate, but it's also a time to celebrate that we found a Mexican that's in college that knows how to go fap, 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 fap with his no personality having ass. So let's go ahead. Let's get some music, shall we? It's Cinco de Mayo. It's Cinco de Mayo. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something. Let me do that Fort Lodico dance that they do down here. Stomp my feet. I'm stomping my feet. Do you hear this? I'm stomping my feet like a Fort Lodico dancer. Woo! Woo! Yeah, hey, it's Cinco de Mayo, baby. It's Cinco de Mayo. I had a liquid lunch of margaritas and soul beer. I got a Mexican calling me up, fapping on the phone, and he claims to be in a college dorm room in Memphis, Tennessee on a full scholarship. And how convenient. How convenient. Woo! I should have bought a sombrero. They're actually selling them down here on 6th. I should have bought one. I should have bought one, man. I should have got a sombrero. And you know what I'm talking about? Do one of the Mexican yelps, baby. Hey, where's 901 at? Is he still there, man?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Hey, what's up, man? Are you doing a Fort Lodico dance with me? Huh?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, dance with me, man. Say something in Spanish or something. I know you know how to speak Mexican. I know you know how to speak Mexican. Come on.
Sí, okay. Chupa mi verga, puto.
Órale, este maricón chupla mi huevo con mi chorizo. Are you doing it for La Raza? Is that why you're doing this? You're doing this for La Raza?
Eres un puto mal educado.
Are you doing this for La Raza? Hold on. Shut off the music, engineer. Engineer, shut off the music. Shut it off. Are you doing this for La Raza?
La Raza? No, I'm not doing shit for La Raza. I actually was born in the United States.
Well, no, I mean, you're Mexican, so I'm saying, are you doing it for La Raza? Are you going out, you're getting educated, you're in Memphis, Tennessee, getting educated, so, are you doing it for La Raza, is what I'm saying.
No, I mean, I'm doing it for my own personal benefit. I mean, I associate myself with Mexican culture, but that doesn't mean that everything I do.
Do you like the Mexican culture?
I love it. Yeah, I go to Mexico every summer.
Really? Why?
Why? Because I love visiting my family and I love the Mexican culture. And it's actually, if you would get out of your fucking hole in Texas, then you might realize that there's more to life than your own little fucking state.
Man, you know, you sound very educated, man. What are you, a freshman?
Freshman, sophomore.
You're a freshman. You should get a wedgie just for being on here, for Christ's sake. We don't even like fresh
I'm a
fish around
sophomore,
here. You're not a sophomore. You're a fresh fish. I can smell you from a while away. You smell like a bad period over here. You smell like sick-ass salmon. You're so fresh. All right? Give me a damn break.
Right.
Not to mention there's some tortilla rolled in there, too. I can smell a little bit of that tortilla.
That tortilla
I
is
smell it. What?
Don't pretend you don't like Mexican food. I know.
No, hey, I'm from Texas, man. I'm from Texas. I just came from a goddamn Mexican joint out here on 6th Street. I go to El Sol out here on 6th Street. It's right here by my office. Not too bad.
So let me ask you this. You appreciate Mexican food. You appreciate the Mexican culture, the Cinco de Mayo, the margaritas, all the shit that they do, all the services. They probably mow your lawn every day because you're a rich, fat cat asshole. So why do you hate the Mexican people so much when they're obviously
I don't
doing
hate
all
the
this shit
Mexican
for you?
people. What are you talking about? I don't
Yes,
hate
you
them.
do. You're fucking racist.
Whoa, wait a minute. Wait just a second. Now, you could sit here and talk garbage about me, you could talk about my mama, you could do all this other nonsense, but do not, and I repeat, do not call me a racist. All right? I am not a racist. Once again, I get people that, tweet me on my Twitter account, Ghost Politics. I got people that email me up saying that I'm a racist. I am a melting pot of friendship. Don't you understand that? I have said that over and over again. I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be black. Do you understand? I mean, I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be Mexican. I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be Oriental, for Christ's sake. I'm the melting pot of friendship, and for people to sit here and say that I'm a racist is a false indictment, and I want all of you all of you idiots on the internet that are calling me a racist right now, I want you to take it back. I want you to take it back, for Christ's sake, because I'm not a racist, and I take that shit personal, man. Excuse my French, but I take that personal when people sit here and call me a racist, okay? Because calling me a racist is like indirectly calling my businesses or, racist businesses or something. I'll take anybody's money. You understand? I'll take anybody's money. I don't care if you're a homosexual. I don't care if you're Mexican, black. I don't care if you're a midget. I don't care what you are, all right? Everybody's money's green. It's all about the capital, and that's what it's all about. I'm a melting pot of friendship. All right? I mean, let's bring that Mexican boy on again. Why are you calling me a racist there, man?
Because of all the shit you say. It's very obvious that you're a racist.
No, why? Why am I a racist? Why?
Because of all the shit you say every single day.
Am I promoting?
I got these goddamn Mexicans out here mowing my lawn and going, yeehaw, and you do your fucking Mexican voice and you expect people to not think you're a racist? Come on,
I'm not a racist, man. What are you talking about? I'm not a racist. I mean, look, some of my humor is a little racial, but get off the goddamn political correctness high horse out here, all right? I mean, I'm a melting pot of friendship. I mean, if I was a racist, how would I know about so many different cultures, asshole, huh? How would I know about, rap music and, Mexicans and, all that other crap? How would I know about it?
Let me ask you something. If you had a daughter and if she wanted to date a Mexican guy, would you let her?
That, you're hitting below the belt there, Tom.
Below the belt because
you're hitting below the belt right there. I don't appreciate that question.
Black guy.
What? What'd you say?
Heading below the belt? It's because you can't formulate a correct answer because you know that you're a racist inside.
I'm not a racist.
All I'm saying is you're the one that has to deal with all your prejudice, and you're the one that has to deal with being an alcoholic, so I hope your liver shuts down and you get a stomach ulcer from all this rage, and I hope you die.
Hey, now, wait a minute. There's no reason to get all negative on me there, Mexican boy, all right? All right, now, look, I'll answer your question, all right? I'll answer your question. If my daughter came to me and said, here, I'm here with Juan Taco, and, me and him are together. I would just ask Juan, hey, Juan, what do you do for a living? And if he said that, his parents, owned, a Taqueria Jalisco, well, then I'd be all for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, oh, he hung up. She hung up. Oh, he hung up, man. Oh, Jesus. Anyway. I feel bad for that Mexican kid now. He's just out there, you know, I don't want to get into it. He already took enough ass whooping. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. I want to hear from you. We were talking a little bit about these, the stupid GOP presidential debate that's going to happen in South Carolina. But now I want to talk about Ben Bernanke. He was speaking recently at an event, an engagement, and basically in his speech he talked about how lawmakers need to avoid burdensome rules in the financial market that can prohibit growth and other financial expansion opportunities. Because people that aren't familiar, we've got Barney Frank, the homosexual that's in Congress today out of Illinois. He's out here trying to push some finance reform bill that's going to put so much control in the hands of the government that, capitalism as we know it is in jeopardy. So that's why I'm saying, and not only am I saying, we got the Federal Reserve Chairman himself, Ben Bernanke, telling lawmakers, hey, stop over-regulating, assholes, all right? And I agree with him. That's one for Ben Bernanke, for Christ's sake. I mean, come on, Federal Reserve. Why don't you egg on these stupid, dumbass government politicians that we have out here and start saying, hey, wait a minute, you're over-regulating, you're over-taxating, and before you know it, you're not going to be able to sustain your financial obligations to the international community. Morons. Anyway, I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. Don't call under 111. I'm no longer picking up 111s anymore, all right? I noticed that once I called Mexican Boy back, all of a sudden, everybody hung up and started calling back with 111s. Oh, how sad. No. You're either going to call me up with your number and act like a man or you're not. At least Mexican Boy over there, he called me with his phone number and he acted like a man. All right, now we got some phone numbers here. We got 715. What's your excuse?
Hey, you fat son of a bitch. Nigger.
Yeah, I already got your number, man. Are you kidding me? I'm using your number for graffiti purposes in men's bathrooms. That's what I'm doing. You kidding me? 715. You call up here all the time with you're in your butt, buddy. I got both of your numbers, as a matter of fact. Stupid moron. And it's obvious that there's no mother over there. You know what I'm saying? That's why, it just makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach. Unbelievable. I mean, no more 715 calls. You have to move to another area code now. The 912, you're on the horn.
It's Baller Friday, faggot.
Is that it? Is that all you got? Really? I mean, come on, man. Are you serious? Come on, man. Jesus Christ. We got 954. You're on the horn.
I'm Baby Kate. I'm sorry I didn't call you.
Damn it! I'm not going to go there. I'm not. Same internet bot stalker. This is what they want to do. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to take any more of this from internet butt stalkers and idiots that are going to be acting like jagoffs calling my show, all right? Once again, I hate to keep reiterating this, but you idiots, you jerk nuts, are besmirching the True Capitalist radio program, and you're besmirching the capitalist army, and you're besmirching me. So for you idiots to continue to call me up and make jackass out of me, I'm going to tell you right goddamn now, you sack of crap, right damn now, I'm going to tell you to stop and stop it now. Jesus Christ. I don't even have the energy to do this show, man. I'm like, I've been drinking, since about, 12:30, 1 o'clock. Like I said, I had a liquid lunch, for Cinco de Mayo. It's Cinco de Mayo, for Christ's sake. It's Cinco de Mayo. So, and I'm a little dragged, man. I don't really feel very good. I think I might have drank too much. So, I've got these pills that I take occasionally here. I got these pills that I take occasionally whenever I'm, feeling a little bit sluggish. You know what I mean? Because I don't sleep much. You know, I don't sleep much, so, you know, occasionally you have to take, some supplements so that you can, somehow perk yourself up out of anything that may be, slugging you down, So, if I feel a little too sluggish here, I'm going to take a couple of these, and we should be all right. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. I want to hear from you. We're talking about Ben Bernanke telling U.S. lawmakers, why don't you stop with the burdensome rules in the financial markets, ass clowns? I mean, give me a break. Anyway, 646-652. And stop calling me a damn pillhead, all right? I don't take pills on a consistent basis, all right? You're not going to hear any kind of Heath Ledger stories coming out of Ghost over here, all right? So don't give me this crap. 646-652-4869. We got 754 on the horn. What's up?
I'm Ghost. I just got a boner, and I feel like...
Crap anymore, man. I don't have the energy for this kind of crap anymore. I tried, and I tried, and I tried to tell people out there how to be a capitalist. I tried, and I tried to tell people how to capitalize in society, and this is the kind of crap I get. I mean, this is the kind of garbage I get. I mean, I'm shooting pearls here, for Christ's sake, to you idiots. I'm shooting pearls here, and this is the kind of crap I get, man. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Oh, my God. I mean, look at all these idiots. Look at them. I mean, look at them. Look at them. I mean, maybe I should just stop the show. Maybe I should just stop the show. How about that, huh? How about if I just end the show right now, go down to 6th Street, party my ass off out there with some hot senoritas showing off their hot tamale whorebag asses, and, me sitting over here sipping on some goddamn, the best cognac I can find, watching these slut bags act like the slut there are, instead of sitting here talking this crap to you people. Jesus Christ. And yeah, I know I'm married. I'm not going out there hooking up with these sluts. I'm just saying, it's good to see a couple of hot tamale whorebags shake their goddamn, brown rumps every now and then. Do you understand? I mean, how can I be racist if I don't mind seeing a Mexican, shake a, Mexican ass every now and then? You know what I mean? Anyway, sorry, I'm just, I'm sorry, folks. I know that I'm getting a little upset here, and, there's a lot of people telling me to just calm down here. I'm sorry. Let me just calm down. 646-652-4869. We're supposed to be talking about Ben Bernanke trying to tell the U.S. lawmakers not to overregulate the financial markets, and that, my friend, it should be overemphasized. I mean, the government needs to keep its hands off private enterprise, and why this is a debate, I have no goddamn idea. Six 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Let's take some more callers, shall we? 818, what's up?
Hey, what up, Ghost?
What's going on, man?
Hey, I'm going to be in Texas soon. We take a shower together?
Jesus Christ, you sick son of a bitch. And you're a sick trans-testicle, cross-dresser, RuPaul tucking in your goddamn sack back having fruit bowl. You know that, right?
Well, I just want to take a shower with you.
Nah, shut up. You're a fruity ass and you know it. Get out of here. 407, what's up?
Would you ever date a Mexican girl?
Would I ever date a Mexican girl? No, because I'm married.
If you weren't married.
If I wasn't married, would I marry a Mexican girl? I'd probably, slip her the sausage every now and then, but would I marry a Mexican girl? I don't know. They're kind of flighty.
What about a nigger?
You sick son of a bitch. Are you kidding me? I mean, does everybody hear the amount of racism that's being thrown around out here? and they're calling me a racist. These assholes are calling me a racist, and they're calling up being racist as hell, and it's just disgusting. All right. People are asking me, would I date a Mexican girl? Would I date a black girl? Look. And let me tell you something right now. I would never think about if my wife, God forbid, died. I would never marry anybody else. All right, never, ever marry anybody else. But I would slip the sausage into a couple of whore bags. Whenever I. Feeling a little lonely between my legs, all right? Now, would I have any kind of relations with a Mexican girl? Well, of course, With a black girl? Well, it depends. Black girls don't take, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, very lightly. I see it on these damn court shows every goddamn day on Judge Joe Brown and, DeVos Coat and People's Coat and all these coat shows out here. I see them all the time. Some brother, hits up this black bimbo at last call, slips her the sausage, gets her impregnated, and this black broad is going after everything, including the fool's unemployment. And let me tell you something right now. I just don't. I would slip a sausage possibly, but maybe not. Just on the fact that they can get all ghetto and start doing the snaps like oh no, brother, oh no. And not to mention, have you seen some of the builds on some of these black women, man? They're like 5'10" for Christ's sake. Some of these damn black broads are built like Mike Tyson, they could literally kick the living bejesus out of you if you decide to leave them, for Christ's sake. So, I don't know. These are questions that I really don't want to talk about. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why I'm talking about them now. Anyway, 646-652-4869. We're supposed to be talking about Ben Bernanke telling U.S. lawmakers to, hold off on all the damn regulations that they're shoving down our hole. Let's take some more callers. 212, you're on the horn.
If your wife kicked the bucket, you'll marry me, right, baby?
Damn it! I fucking hate that guy! 207, you're on the air.
Hey, what about communism?
What about it?
Yeah.
What do you know what it is? What is communism? You don't know because you're an obnoxious, stupid, 3-brain cell in your head having asshole that's trying to be funny. But you know what I'm doing? I'm yanking you out of the idiot closet. You're a moron. You're a useless human being. You sit here and tout communism, and yet you don't even know what the hell communism is. It's typical American right here. Typical American youth right here.
Oh, yes, I like Obama. Yes, we can, baby. Yes, we can.
And now that he's elected, where's this great utopia that, was going to happen when all you kids were out here crying when this man was elected? Where is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. Never came. Moron. Jesus Christ. The stupidity, man. The utter stupidity out here. Jesus Christ. 702, what's up?
Goats?
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, Goats. I'm a long-time listener, and I was looking online here about different cities across the United States and how many unemployed Mexicans they have. And I saw that Austin, Texas has over 9,000 unemployed Mexicans.
Man, are you a new fag or something, man? That's an old meme, and it's first of all worn out, and secondly, it's not funny. So, look, I'm going to answer again. I'm going to say hello and just come up with something more funnier, or I'm going to take your number and start calling you back until I get a hold of your mother. All right? Hello?
Hello, Goats?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Goats. I'm a long-time listener. I was just looking at this website, and it says you can't drown a goldfish.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Get him off. It's not his fault, all right? It's not his fault. It's really sad. It's not these young kids' fault that they're so stupid and so fruity and so ignorant. And I mean, it's not their fault, man. It's his mama's fault. That's why I want to talk to these mothers, man. I want to talk to them so I can tell them right to their faces, you slutty bimbo. I mean, look at what your irresponsibility has transpired. It has transpired a young man that sounds like a woman. It has transpired a young man that sounds like he should be playing on the other side of the fence, if you know what I'm talking about. He should be coming from Venus instead of Mars. And in my personal opinion, if I could, God, oh, Jesus Christ, if I could, I would get my pimp hand strong on each and every one of these slutty bimbos that have shitted out one of these kids that are just so goddamn fruity, And the reason they're fruity, it's not their fault. There's no fatherly influence. None. There's just Mammy. Mammy's trying to show this boy how to be a man, and this is what transpired. That's why you hear a lot of these guys are like,
hi, Ghost. How you doing? I want to see your toolbox, and I mean,
it's disgraceful. It's utterly disgraceful. Jesus Christ, I never thought I'd ever see America turn into this. I never thought I'd ever see America turned into this, for Christ's sake. I never thought. Jesus Christ. Area code 358, you're on the horn. I know that's that idiot again. 817, you're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost.
What's up?
I've been listening to the show for like an hour, and I just want to know, why are you so racist?
I'm not. God damn it, I'm not a racist. Why does everybody say I'm a racist, for Christ's sake, man? I'm celebrating Cinco de Mayo, for Christ's sake. Well, how am I racist? I just said that I would bang, hot tamale bimbos and, black cornbread-fed broads. I mean, how am I racist? Can you explain that? Can you explain to me how I'm racist?
Saying black cornbread-fed blondes? Is that what it was? That's pretty...
No, I said, black cornbread-fed bimbos, I mean, give me the bread. I am not a racist, all right? I mean, once again, I'm a melting pot of friendship. I'm somebody who embraces all races. It really doesn't matter what race you are. I mean, Jesus Christ, you guys are really starting to piss me off. Before you know it, people are going to start believing you that I am a racist, and it's not true. It's absolutely not true, 817.
I think anyone that listens to your show for 5 minutes will realize that you are a racist.
Against who? Who am I racist against?
Black people, Mexican people, Asians, Middle Eastern people, Indian people, pretty much anyone that isn't white.
I don't like. I make fun of crackers. All right. I mean, you think that I want to be affiliated with these cracker-ass crackers in the trailer parks? Is that it? You think that I'm sticking up for them? I mean, screw these cracker-ass crackers in the trailer parks. Guzzling down on Cheese Whiz and, pissing in an outhouse and, watching old episodes of Hee Haw and, whacking off to naked pictures of Tim McGraw's asshole. I mean, I ain't down with that crap. So, I mean, once again, I don't like them. I don't like Canadians either. I mean, the people from Canada are white, and I'm not down with the people from Canada, for Christ's sake. Those assholes make me sick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I saw a Canadian down here in Austin, Texas, I'd shove a goddamn moose antler up his ass. All right? And then tell him to take his maple leaf, sucking ass back to Canada, where he belongs. All right? I mean, I also make fun of, I don't make fun of all of the British people, but I make fun of the British monarchy. And the British monarchy is as white as you can get, for Christ's sake. I mean, so, don't give me this crap that, I'm supposed to be some kind of a grand dragon racist. Because, and of course oh, no, there you are. Don't sit over here and tell me that I'm some kind of a grand dragon racist, because, I'm not. I make fun of everybody. I'm an equal opportunity, trash talker to everybody. All right? I mean, if you think that I give a crap about white people, you got another thing coming, 817.
Well, why don't you like white people? I love white people.
You like white people?
Yeah, white people are the greatest nation of this earth.
Oh, yeah? Well, why are you saying that when you're Mexican?
I'm not Mexican.
Oh, come on. We can hear it in your voice, man. We can hear it. I mean, let me tell you something right now. I'm from Texas, okay? And I can smell a Mexican from a mile away, and I smell those refried beans, baby. I smell them, and not to mention, I can sit here and listen to that twang. I can hear it. I can hear it in your voice, all right? So if you're not Mexican, then you're probably another race. You're not white, though. I'll tell you this right now, right? You're not white. Just admit it.
I am white.
No, don't lie. Don't lie, all right? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get him off for lying, engineer. Get him off! Give me a break. 646-652-4869. You shouldn't lie, man. You should not lie if you're a Mexican. If you're Mexican, be proud to be Mexican. If you're black, be proud to be black, you know? I mean, especially today, man. It's Cinco de Mayo, baby. Don't you understand that? I mean, why don't you get that through your thick heads? I mean, it's Cinco de Mayo. I mean, come on, baby. Let's get into the celebration here. Come on. I hope everybody's dancing with me right now. Come on here, let me stomp my feet again. I mean, like the four Lorico dancers. Yeah. Woo! It's Cinco de Mayo, baby! It's Cinco de Mayo! La cucaracha, cha, cha, la cucaracha, cha, cha, la cucaracha, cucaracha, cucaracha. It's Cinco de Mayo, baby. Why is everybody hating on me here? It's Cinco de Mayo. Come on, everybody get out. Hopefully you're drinking a Mexican beer right now. All right? If you're not drinking a Mexican beer today, then you're a racist. All right? All right? If you're not drinking a Mexican beer today, then you're a racist. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Just shut it off, engineer. Shut it off. Oh, man, let me tell you something. I'm getting bushed. I'll tell you that right now. I am getting bushed here, for Christ's sake. Oh, man, let me take another drink here. Maybe this will give me some goddamn liquid fuel here, you know? Oh, man. I'm feeling good, baby. I'm a little intoxicated, all right? I mean, it's Cinco de Mayo, man. It's Cinco de Mayo up in here. Anyway, let's take some calls here. We were talking about Ben Bernanke trying to tell these goddamn lawmakers to not overextend their, regulation into the finance world. But I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Who else we got? We got Kyle on the horn. Kyle, is that you?
What up, Ghost?
What's up, man?
Thanks for taking my call again. I'm actually enjoying the show tonight.
I appreciate it.
I have a point to make about minorities. I know you were talking to that Mexican guy earlier about getting a scholarship, and I agree.
Yeah, go ahead.
Over in Scotland, the minorities certainly have a lot more power than the majority now. That was all.
Out there in Scotland, they do the same thing. They have like some kind of affirmative action situation out there. They're giving these minorities free scholarships and stuff like that out there.
Yeah, man, exactly. But it goes further, even with the law.
Well, what does it do? I mean, do they give them free houses? Do they give them free money for a business? What do they do?
They just basically...
Spur me the cat. Spur me the freaking cat. Are you kidding me? You stupid Scottish bastard. Get this idiot out. As a matter of fact, kick Spur me the cat out of here for that, too. Kick that ass off. Get out! Get
cat out of here. Kick him out. Get out.
Anyway, 646-652-4869. We got Wheatley. Hey, Wheatley, what's going on, Mr. Wheatley?
I want to eat your placenta.
You sack of crap. Get that idiot. Come on! Gonna play the goddamn Soviet Communist National Anthem, for Christ's sake? You people are idiots! Stupid Vladimir Lenin, cum gurgling piece of crap.
It's crap, man. I'm a capitalist. I'm a capitalist. And I deserve the respect that is accorded that title. I'm a capitalist. God damn it.
I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, man. Every day I do this show, you know what I'm saying? I mean, every day, out of the bottom of my heart, out of the pit of my soul, I do this show, and this is the kind of thanks I get from people. This is the kind of respect I get from people. I mean, I'm shooting pearls here. I'm giving people opportunities. I'm telling people how to become capitalists. I'm telling people how to become capitalists. You make me sick, man. My heart. Oh, Jesus Christ. My heart's beating like a rabbit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at these idiots on the chat room. Look at these idiots on the chat room. Look at these idiots. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it, man. God damn it, man. I mean, look at these freaking people. Look at these jerk dicks, for Christ's sake. Look at them. I tell you every goddamn day, 5 days a week I do this. 5 days a week I do this. And do you care? Do you give a crap? No, you don't give a crap. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna play some music here for a little bit. You know, I'm getting sick and tired of sitting here having to put up with the kind of crap that I put up with on this crap. I mean, look at these people. Look at these people sitting here in the chat room, flapping their fat sausages of fingers on the keyboard, trying to be text chat warriors. Trying to flex nuts on the goddamn internet, for Christ's sake. Look at this crap. Look at them. 5 days a week I do this broadcast. 5 days a week. And I broadcast to thousands across the world. And yet, I have these ass clowns, these internet butt stalkers, and these communists, these socialists, these assholes that insist on calling up my show, that insist on coming into my chat room, that insist on coming in here and besmirching the True Capitalist radio broadcast, that continue to besmirch the True Capitalist Army, and that continue to besmirch me, and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. on all you Lady Gaga clit-licking pieces of nipple clamp loving butt plug up the ass looking garbage. All right? I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it, man. Yeah, look at these idiots. I am broadcasting to thousands across the world, asshole. That's it. You know what? I need to put on a song here because I'm about to throw this goddamn freaking computer out the goddamn window. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw a song here. All right, I'm going to throw a song before I start getting really upset, before I start getting pissed, before the people down in this office building that I'm located at start coming in here, knocking at my door, making sure that I'm all right, for Christ's sake. All right? Because I'm pissed. I'm pissed off. And since this is Cinco de Mayo, let's go ahead and throw a Mexican song on there, shall we? Huh? Should we let them? Should we, let them listen to a Mexican song, engineer? Yeah. Let's go ahead and throw a Mexican song on there. Engineer, go ahead and throw that goddamn song on. Throw it on right now. Everybody, this is a song for all the people that aren't celebrating Cinco de Mayo and all the people that are. All right? Here's a Mexican song for all to listen to. And let me tell you something right now. When I get back from this break, I better not hear any more prank calls. All right? I better not be hearing any more ass clowns calling me up doing a barrel roll, or any of this other 9,000 or any of this crap. I don't want to hear any more of this garbage. All right? I want people to treat me with respect. All right? And not to mention all the people that are prank calling me right now, I want you to think about what the hell you're doing to me, what you're doing to the people that are listening to this broadcast, and I want you to call up and give me a goddamn apology. All right? I want you to give me a goddamn apology. Engineer, throw on that Mexican song. Throw on that Mexican song right now, engineer. The way she moves,
gozar.
You're listening to Ghost on True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
Yeah, man, I'm back. And I hope that all of you people that are listening in, that was DJ Laz, by the way. DJ Laz, S.A. Morena is the name of that song. Please, if you could, follow me on Twitter, all right? Follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is Ghost Politics. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put it on right now. There it is right there on the screen, Ghost Politics. Hook me up with a follow, all right? Don't be a milky licker. I have all these idiots that follow me 1 minute, and then when I put up some controversial tweet or I Twitter somebody and insult somebody they like, all of a sudden they're like,
oh, I'm going to unfollow that guy. It's just not fair. He's a nasty guy. Yeah, he's a meanie.
So anyway, Ghost Politics is the name to follow. I want to hear from you, folks. I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We were talking about Ben Bernanke telling U.S. lawmakers to stop with the burdensome rules in the financial markets, but that's easier said than done. What I want to talk about now is Bashar al-Assad's troops in Syria continue its reign of terror on its own people because Bashar al-Assad wants to continue to sustain his despotic power, and he is killing his own people by the thousands, killing them innocently in the middle of the streets like it's no big deal. And it's a horrific tragedy that we as Americans and we as the international community are just sitting back and just watching this happen like it's no big deal. Like, who cares? Who's looking? Who's looking? Anyway, I think that everybody should be concerned about what's happening here in Syria. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody should be. Hold on, I gotta do something real quick, folks. I gotta do something really quick. I gotta kick some idiot out here. Again, these idiots, I'm telling you, I gotta kick them out all the time, all right? All right, hey, penis chewer, all right, get this idiot out, get him out, get out! Anyway, let's continue on, shall we? I want to hear from you. What do you think about Syria? What do you think about Ben Bernanke? What do you think about anything? I want to hear from you, all right? 478, you're on the horn.
Ghost, what's going on, baby?
Oh, Jesus, what's going on? Is this 213? What's going on, 213?
Yeah, baby, I can't use my cell phone right now because I got some legal problems going on. I can't be located. But
you got some legal problems.
Yeah, from that party, baby, from that party. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I came out here with Pookie to these Mexican houses, and I never seen it get down like this on the 5th of the month, baby. I mean, this is worse than the 1st of the month. These fucking Mexicans are all over the goddamn place, yo.
You're at a Mexican's party or something? Is that what you're telling me?
Hell yeah, right down the road from the house. These motherfuckers, they got multicolored blankets on the porch and popping some pit bull and everything, baby. We got.
So you're actually partying with the Mexicans out there. How's that working out for you?
Oh, it's going all right now, Ghost, but they done busted open the tequila, and you know what that's going to lead to. I'm actually kind of scared, Ghost. I think Pookie done set me up. We got bottles of tequila and fucking fine Mexican hoes everywhere. I've never seen asses this fat before, Ghost. God damn.
So you're taken back by some of the hot tamale whore bags over there, obviously, huh? You ever seen a Mexican tale of that nature or something?
Hey, I've seen some Mexicans now, but these bitches, they don't live around here, Ghost. I'll tell you that right now. I see a lot of Mexicans walking up and down the road. These bitches I ain't never seen before in my life. I don't even know where they got them from, Ghost.
What's that?
I don't even know where they got them from. I don't know if they paid for these bitches or if they jumped the boulder, baby. I don't know. I guess I don't really need to say that out loud.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to say that out loud. You get a couple of caps popped in your ass there.
Whatever. These bitches can't understand what I'm saying, Ghost. Hey, won't you Mexicans suck my dick? Look at them. They just pointing at me with a 40 in their hand. They don't even know what the fuck I'm saying, Ghost.
Oh, man, I can't believe that you're actually partying with Mexicans out there. Oh, but it makes sense, though, because a lot of those Mexicans out there are now in Compton, right? There's a lot of Mexicans in Compton. It's becoming less black and more more Mexican in Compton. Is that right?
Not just Compton, baby, California in general. I don't understand why they come the fuck all the way up here, Ghost. They got Texas right there, and they coming up here. I don't get it.
No, they're going to California. They're going to California because y'all are, this liberal state that gives entitlements to every single buddy that comes in there, whether they're legal citizens or not. I mean, you give them checks whether they're from the damn country or not. It's disgraceful. Not to mention that California is a sanctuary state for illegal Mexicans.
Yeah, I mean,
what the hell are you listening to? Is that Pitbull I hear in the background? Is that some Pitbull?
I don't know who the fuck this is, Ghost. They were listening to Pitbull earlier. I thought Pitbull rapped in English. I ain't never heard this shit before in my life. I listen to rap on a daily fucking basis, but I don't even know what these motherfuckers are playing right now. But look, I mean, they're crip walking to a bitch singing in Mexican right now. That shit don't even make. Why are they crip walking, Ghost?
I don't know. I mean, aren't you representing Blood Gang or something?
No, I don't gang bang, Ghost. No, man. That's for them other people. I got a kid, Ghost. Once you get a kid, you don't gang bang no more, baby.
Okay. I'm just asking because I don't want no set tripping out here. I know that the Bloods and Crips. They're in a big war with each other, so I don't want any kind of set tripping happening here.
No, baby, ain't no set tripping going on, baby. We enjoying Cinco de Mayo. I got a little bit of money left over from the first of the month. We drinking some 1800. I prefer Patron, but these motherfuckers that drink piss if it gets them drunk. Ain't that right, Mexican? Look, he's just nodding at me. He don't even know what I'm saying, Ghost. I'm the one passing the blunt. He's just like, whatever. Got his sunglasses on with a shaved ass head. I don't even look at him. They just. I don't.
Hey man, you know what? To be honest with you, I'm glad that you're having a good time. On my dime and every other taxpayer's dime out here, but I think that's about enough. All right, it's Cinco de Mayo. We don't want to hear you having a party with the Mexicans, knowing that you're collecting government cheese, knowing that you're collecting all this food stamps, all this crap, and that is what you're partying on. You're partying on our dime, you waste of human life. So let's get this idiot out of here. Get him out! Get him out! Anyway, let's take some more callers. 906, what's up?
Hi, Ghost. You're a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, so is your fat, disgusting, cheese whiz guzzling mother. 642, you're on the horn.
I'm Ghost. I think I kind of came for a minute right now, maybe, Buzz.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just shove it up your clogged up pooper. 812, you're on the horn.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, your mother's got crusty crabs in her anal hole. Let's see, who else we got here? screw 901. 310, you're on the horn.
Hello, I'm lost on the internet and I don't know where I am.
You're lost on the internet? Well, I'll tell you what, go to this, you got a pad of paper?
No.
You don't have a pad? Okay, go to www.4chan.com. You go there?
No.
No, go there and you'll probably have a whole bunch of people that'll want you to get up on cam and, show your man tits. It's .org. I'm sorry, .org, not .com, .org. All right, so go there. Anyway, what else we got? Who else we got on the horn? 704, what's up?
Hey, Ghost, can you fart on the mic for me, please?
Oh, Jesus Christ, why? That's what I don't understand. What's up with you homos and, farting, for Christ's sake? I'm out here in Austin, Texas. All right, I'm out here in Austin, Texas, and there's a bunch of homosexuals, just floating around out here. As a matter of fact, some kind of trans testicle. I don't even know if you want to call it a trans testicle, but some kind of trans testicle actually ran for mayor out here in Austin, Texas. And this trans testicle, I forgot what they call this idiot, but this whatever has a Fu Manchu. All right, he's got a Fu Manchu. He goes out in a blouse and wears a G-string out there on 6th Street, and everybody knows about him. All right. So this just goes to show you that there are a lot of homosexuals out here in Austin, Texas. All right, a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Okay. And one day, I'm out here, just kicking back. I'm walking down the street, and when you're walking down the street, that's prime opportunity for you to, cut the cheese. It's prime opportunity, it's prime opportunity for you to, cut one. It's prime opportunity for you to, blow a fart every now and then. You don't want to do it while you're in the middle of some, important business. You don't want to do it while you're in the goddamn elevator. You don't want to do it, when you want to do it while you're just walking down the street, right? So I'm walking down the street, and there's a whole bunch of homosexuals that are kind of walking in sync with me. I guess, I don't know, we were walking the same sidewalk. So anyway, I'm sitting over here, I'm like, I got to cut one, so lo and behold, I do it, right? I do it. I'm like, all right, I'm walking, and then I do that, and all these homosexuals look at me. They all look at me real quick, and they all start hollering, "Virgin! Oh, that's a virgin right there! Oh my God, virgin!" And let me tell you, I can't fart in public anymore. I got to go in my own bathroom to cut the cheese. I can't even take a fart in public without these goddamn homosexuals sitting over here, trying to guesstimate how puckered my asshole is. Jesus Christ. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call. I want to hear from you folks. Let's take some more calls. 214, you're on the horn.
Thank you for calling Sprint PCS Technical Support. My name is Tom Smith. How can I be helping you today?
Are you an Indian by any chance?
No, I am not. I am from United States.
Are you from India, or are you from India? Is what I'm saying.
No, I am from Pakistan original, but how can I help you today, sir?
Oh, yeah, okay. What I want you to do is hold on just a second. Engineer, can you throw that on? Okay.
I'm engineer too, sir.
Hold on.
Professor.
Hold on just a second. Now, since you're over there in India, I'd like for you to, conjure up Hare Krishna for me if you could, okay? Can you do that?
You are misunderstanding, sir. I am from United States. You call me to help. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Very good. Very good. Now, sir, seriously, I'm needing you to enter code in.
Hold on. What are you saying? I'm sorry. What are you saying?
I'm trying to give you code to activate your cell phone,
You're trying to give me a code? Okay, give me the code.
The code is 2.
All right.
1. 7. 2.
Let's do it one more time. Me and you, I don't want to know the code. What I want to know is if we can conjure up Hare Krishna is what I want to do, all right? All right, I know that you work for Sprint, but I want to conjure up Hare Krishna. If you could do that for me, I'll buy another Sprint cell phone off of you right now. You ready? You ready?
Oh, I need you to somebody tell him to suck on your cock, I want to suck your dick. How do you say, I want your dick in my mouth?
Hare Krishna, lecka high, lecka hiney ho. Lecka high, lecka hiney ho. Lecka high, lecka dirty ho. Lecka high, lecka dirty ho.
Zombie on TV.
All right, that's enough. I'm sorry.
I feel so good.
Mr. Indian feller, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get all racist on you like that. You just sound fruity. That's all.
I appreciate the apology, Well, do you want my help technical support your cell phone or not? You call me, people connect to me, I do not understand,
You don't understand? Well, I mean, I don't really need, cell phone support. What I need is Hare Krishna support. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hit the lottery. That's why I'm saying I know you Indians, y'all are real good in being like, at one with the earth and conjuring up Krishna and,
you misunderstand. I am Baptist, sir. Southern Baptist,
you're a Baptist?
I do not agree with all this 8-armed goat and elephant thing, you know.
So you're a Baptist then? Oh man, are you a Southern Baptist or regular Baptist?
Oh, regular Baptist, Southern Baptist.
You're not a Southern Baptist?
And bullshit, Yes, no, not Southern. No, never. I could not do it. I like to go to Disneyland and thing,
Oh, okay. So you're just a regular Baptist. So you believe in Jesus?
Oh yes, of course. Only.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Now, since you believe in Jesus, why don't we pray together then? Since you're believing in Jesus, we can pray together. As a matter of fact, I've got some music for just that too. If you want to just have a prayer with me here.
Oh, please, by all means, let us be doing it.
All right, here we go. All right, let's go ahead and hey, engineer, can you give me some music, please? Hold on, I got this engineer that I'm working with. He's just he's just jerking around. Here we go. Here we go. Jesus, we can pray together. As a matter of fact, there you go. Keep praying. About enough. Anyway, 646-652-4869. We're just having fun with Indians there for a second. Anyways, I want to hear from you folks. We were talking about Bashar al-Assad continuing with his reign of terror on his own people, killing his own people to sustain his, disgusting despotic power. I want to move on to another subject matter. I want to talk a little bit about how we have anti-Gaddafi countries. Countries that are anti-Muammar Gaddafi have raised millions of dollars for the rebels in Libya so that he can fight Muammar Gaddafi. All right, I mean, this is just disgusting. And not to mention that we are in the third and final hour of True Capitalist Radio. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. If you could please spread it around like wildfire. Let everybody know that we're infected in the house, and go on the Twitter sites, go on the social networking sites, go to the forums, go to the blogs, go to the chat rooms, and let everybody know that we're infected in the house, folks. You understand? Let everybody know and spread it around like wildfire. Anyway, 646-652-4869. Once again, we're talking about anti-Gaddafi countries that are supposed to be anti-Muammar Gaddafi, raising millions of dollars for the rebels in Libya so that they can fight their cause. And what's really unfortunate is that our State Department, didn't they label this faction in eastern Libya a part of Al-Qaeda? And yet here we are, we're funding these people and training them through the CIA, the whole 9 yards. It's just the hell's going on here, man? Anyway, 207, you're on the horn.
Hey, so I was wondering, do you believe that the virtual standstill Congress has reached can be attributed to the GOP's nationalism or the Democrat sort of socialist tendencies?
I think it's a little bit of both. To be completely honest with you, I think it's a little bit of both, but to be honest with you, I think they're both socialist. I mean, the Republicans aren't nationalists. I mean, they're just as socialist as the Democrats, for Christ's sake. I mean, what is Paul Ryan's little, compromise proposal? Everybody over the age of 55 continues to collect Social Security, and everybody under the age of 55 has to pay for it. Everybody under the age of 55 has to pay for all the assholes over the age of 55 that actually contributed to the downfall of America. It's a disgrace, it's horrible, and it makes me sick to my stomach. And I can't believe that the youth of America, I cannot believe that the youth of America today are sitting on their thumbs, massaging their prostates with the tip of their fingers, instead of going out here hopping mad that they have to pay a Social Security and Medicaid, Medicare tax that they're never, ever, ever going to see in their entire life All right? They're never going to see this in their entire life, and yet they're being bamboozled by these generations to continue to pay these taxes. And let me tell you something. You need to take your goddamn heads out of your ass. And you need to realize that you are being had, you've been bamboozled, you have been dumbed down by this public education system that was put forth and managed by these so-called baby boomers. You have to realize that your whole mental capacity has been warped because of this ridiculous idea of entertainment. I mean, look at all the people that are entertainers, for Christ's sake. They're all a bunch of frauds. They're a bunch of frauds. Tupac Shakur, yeah, baby, thug life, West Side, West Side. This idiot he grew up in New York and went to art school, all right? 50 Cent, a fake-ass gangster that, took the tag name of a dead gangster in Brooklyn, New York, and used it as his own name, and he's actually taking credit for the crap that this idiot in New York that died, he's actually taking credit for his work. Can we go on? Lady Gaga, for Christ's sake. Lady Gaga used to be a dancer, believe it or not, before, she got hooked into the industry and got hooked up with Akon, and they released this album, and the rest is history. This bimbo was not dressing like the way she's dressing now. She was your regular run-of-the-mill disgusting slut that was doing whatever it takes to, get some kind of break in life. And now that Lady Gaga's on top of the world, what is she doing? She's putting, horns on her head and, putting a fucking meat dress. And the mainstream media is just sitting back and saying, oh, Lady Gaga, she's so great, isn't he? Oh, yeah, isn't that so original? It's so original that, she's, she can put on a meat dress. Oh, my God, this is so original. Oh, a meat dress. I mean, good God. Give me a break. And let me tell you something. These people are out here, you're just jealous because you're not famous, Ghost. I don't want to be famous. All right? I mean, I want the money. Forget the fame. I want the money. I don't want no fame. I mean, do you understand what I'm talking about? I mean, I don't mind that people, what I would like for the fans to do is to spread around the word about the True Capitalist radio broadcast so that, more people can listen to the commentary. But I, for one, do not want to be famous. I don't want to be famous, all right? All I want to do is get more listeners so that people can become capitalists. I want more and more people to become capitalists. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want more and more people to become capitalists, and I will continue until my last breath to, facilitate this type of commentary so that everybody throughout the world can become capitalists. Let me tell you something. The capitalist model, the capitalist economic model is going to bring peace and prosperity to mankind. You mark my words. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. I want to move on to another subject matter. We were talking about anti-Gaddafi countries raising millions for the rebels in Libya. I want to talk a little bit about now Pakistan. Yeah, Pakistan's got egg on his face since, bin Laden was just hanging out in a mansion out there in the suburbs of, Pakistan, and, right underneath the noses of the supposed ISI. And Pakistan now has got egg on its face, and a lot of people are asking, hey, what the hell is Pakistan's problem? You got a lot of lawmakers, you got a lot of American people just basically saying, hey, we should just stop aiding Pakistan. As a matter of fact, it looks like Pakistan is aiding and abetting the enemy. Well, Pakistan, believe it or not, has got some influence out here in America, believe it or not. They're actually paying, believe it or not, they're actually paying lobbyists in Washington to basically show a better face or to give a better PR, to give a little bit better of a PR for Pakistan, because Pakistan doesn't want to be known as the big bad, houser of Osama bin Laden. They don't want to be known as this. They don't want to be known as this whatsoever. And I don't blame them. I mean, I really do not blame them for not wanting to be, blamed for, being a bunch of wild Jehudis that are, housing, aiding, and abetting Osama bin Laden. And now you've got them actually going and paying lobbyists. I mean, you know, one of the main lobbyist firms that are being hit up by the Pakistanis, I mean, they paid them, what was it, $900,000 here in a recent, lobbyist attempt at showing a good face for Pakistan. Can you believe that? You've got Pakistanis out here trying to pay off lobbyists to give a better face for Pakistan because of the situation out here. It's a disgrace. Anyway, I want to hear from you. What do you got to say about this crap, huh? You know, Pakistanis trying to pay lobbyists to give a better face to Pakistan. What do you think about it? 407, what's your excuse?
Hey, Ghost, what's up?
What's up, man?
Not much. Well, I'd like to go back to maybe about 30 minutes ago.
All right.
Well, when you were playing that so-called Mexican music.
Yeah.
That wasn't Mexican music.
Well, what was it?
That's Puerto Rican music. That's Puerto Rican music. I find that.
Here we go.
Yeah, here.
Technicalities here, right? Huh? Like I'm supposed to know. The different diversities of all you different Latin races, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? I mean, good God. It's Puerto Rican. It's Cuban. No, it's Panamanian. No, it's Argentinian. No, it's this. Give me a break. Are you kidding me? I mean, is that what you're trying to tell me, that you're offended because I played some Puerto Rican music for Cinco de Mayo? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm asking you, can I eat the bacon out of your cheese hole?
Yeah, of course you would want that, aren't you? You fruity-ass Mexican, fruit bowl, huh? I mean, that's the problem with you Mexicans. You either turn into fat pelons, with fat idiots with bald heads, or you turn into fruit bowls, right?
Can I have your fruit bowl, baby?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't blame you either. I mean, I wouldn't admit that, I was out there, thinking that anyway, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be going there. Anyway, 646-652-4869. Now, I'm a melting pot of friendship, you idiots. All right? I'm a melting pot of friendship. Stop calling me a racist, all right? I'm sick and tired of you people calling me a racist. All right? Anyway. 646-652-4869. Before we move on to anything else, folks, I'd like for everybody to please, all right, go and join the capitalist army, folks. It is the only social network for capitalists. The only social network for capitalists, folks, and I think that you should join if you're a capitalist. If you're not, well, then go piss off. You shouldn't even be listening to this broadcast if you're not a capitalist. All right? If you're not a capitalist, piss off. I don't even want you to listen to this. I mean, why don't you go somewhere else, all right? Why don't you go somewhere else? We don't want any goddamn communist, socialist, entitlement-ridden bastards here. Anyway, www.capitalistarmy.com, all right? Go out there and join. Right now, here. There it is. We're looking for a few good men and women, all right? Right here, capitalistarmy.com. Don't be a milky licker either, all right? Be a capitalist. Anyway, I think that's about enough of Pakistani lobbyists coming in and paying off lobbyists of America to give a better face to Pakistan. What I want to talk about is something that has been on the subject matter of the True Capitalist radio show for the past several days, and I'm talking about Anonymous. Yeah, I'm talking about Anonymous out here. We were talking yesterday, and you heard it here first, folks, that the Sony Corporation is writing the United States government to, aid in their investigation on, this anonymous infiltration of their network. And now that the FBI is involved, you've got Anonymous turning on each other now. According to Wired magazine, a supposed disbanded high-ranking member of Anonymous wrote into Wired magazine, basically willing to spill out what Anonymous's next steps are in its hacking strategy, I guess. And for all the folks that don't know, Anonymous has been allegedly implicated in this Sony hacker job. Of course, the PlayStation Network had been down for some time before Sony admitted that over 100 million accounts were hacked from its network. And let me tell you, I don't blame Anonymous for turning on each other. They got the federal government on their asses at this point in time. And, I am not an ignorant person when it comes to the law, but, there is, certain things called RICO statutes, and, not to mention that they've also passed other homeland security laws as it pertains to cyber warfare and, cyber terrorism is what they're saying, cyber terrorism. And let me tell you something. According to this report here in Wired magazine, you should go out and read it for yourself, folks, if you haven't read it already. They are going to, the FBI is going to investigate fully this whole situation with Anonymous. And if I were Anonymous, man, I'd be a little concerned, I'd be a little upset here. I mean, read the report for yourself. It's on Wired magazine right now. It's on Wired magazine right now, for Christ's sake. And what's unfortunate is that it's going to be this, and mark my words, folks, mark my words. It's going to be this incident that's going to ruin the freedom of the internet. These supposed ANN people, the anonymous, these supposed people that want to, supposedly free the internet. They are going to be the reason why the internet is going to be regulated. Earlier this morning I tweeted a little article about how China has already put forth its authority on internet regulation. China has already dedicated a bureaucracy to filter out the internet. And in my personal opinion, this Anonymous, if anybody who's affiliated with this, anybody who has, has digitally put Anonymous, We Are a Legion, or anything of that nature, you're definitely probably on the radar here. I mean, Eric Holder, which is the Attorney General of the United States, the FBI, I mean, all these, particular resources are going to be geared towards this investigation. And let me tell you, they're going to turn, anonymous member against anonymous member. And now let's be honest. I mean, when you guys finally get caught, y'all aren't going to be hard asses, all right? Y'all aren't going to be hard asses. Y'all aren't going to be like, yeah, screw you, man. We're a legion. Screw you, dude. Man, when you get caught, you're going to be singing like that asshole who was singing when they caught that dude, that one ANN member hacking Sarah Palin's account. You know what I mean? I mean, y'all are going to be singing like a goddamn bird, for Christ's sake. And, what's unfortunate is that legally, they can utilize the RICO statute to basically shut down Anonymous. I mean, Anonymous has always been a tongue-in-cheek type of digital gang, so to speak, kind of a tongue-in-cheek digital a ruckus-making group. But at this point in time, Anonymous is becoming a organized crime syndicate, in my personal opinion. And not to mention that, I have evidence. I mean, people have given me evidence that Anonymous partakes in, child pornographic material. And they participate in other such activities that they claim that they don't, but they obviously do. So, I hate to say this, but, the FBI, if they're going to go after this particular organization, they better, get most of these so-called people that are out here doing these, rogue type of operations for no reason. You see, my only criticism of Anonymous is that they do it for no reason. They do it for nothing. It'd be a different story if they had a purpose, like they hacked Iran and, they did it because they're oppressing people, or they hacked Syria for, killing, innocent people for expressing their viewpoints. It'd be a different story if they hacked, something for a cause, but they have no cause, man. They have no goddamn cause. So, in my personal opinion, Anonymous is going to be the downfall of the internet, man. And, for people that claim to be, for internet freedom, and let me tell you something, I am for internet freedom. But it's these people that threaten the freedom for the internet. And what's sad is that, there's nothing they can do about it. I mean, they've let a genie out of the bottle, and now nobody wants to take credit for it. The supposed guy, what's his name, Bennett or whatever, some guy that's on ops board, our IRC chat, they're even saying that, they don't want to have nothing to do with this, that, it's not us, it's not this, it's not that. I mean, it's some serious business, man. I know it's a bunch of kids. Believe me, I know it's a bunch of kids. I know that, it's a tongue-in-cheek situation. Believe me, I know it, but I mean, Anonymous is making everybody who's trying to fight for internet freedom look like a bunch of shit. And maybe it's not all of Anonymous. I mean, I know it's a loosely formed organization, but let's be honest, it's making all of us look stupid, man. They're making us all look stupid, and they're justifying a regulation of the internet, man. They're justifying it. They're justifying it, man. And this is not a joke, man. I mean, I know you kids think that, you're untouchable, but when you've got the resources of the federal government, all right, when you've got the resources of the federal government following you, they're not going to stop. Do you understand? They're not going to stop. They're going to continue, and they're going to continue. And you know what? If you're going to go down, and if you're going to get arrested, once you get arrested for something other than, Geo-hot, man. Screw Geo-hot, man. He was trying to make a profit off of screwing with, proprietary material. He lost in court. That's what happens. Big deal. I mean, why don't we do it for a reason, for Christ's sake? Why don't you do it because there's oppression happening in the world? There's people dying, for Christ's sake. But no, it's we're doing it because, some cool guy that was able to crack the PlayStation. I mean, it's just disgraceful. It really is. So let me tell you something right now. I know that a whole bunch of Anonymous listens to my show. Whoever conducted this particular operation, whoever conducted this hack on PlayStation, you better get out of the country and you better do it fast. All right? And not only that, you better go somewhere where they have no extradition whatsoever. All right? None. No extradition. I'm talking like, Romania, or I don't know, somebody that doesn't have extradition. And even if they don't have extradition, the country that you're in is going to jail you anyway. And you're going to throw you in their jail, because they're going to try to see if they can, exchange your body, your life for money, But according to Wired magazine, Annan is turning against Annan here, I'm serious. Annan is versus Annan. I mean, you read the Wired magazine report now, all right? I mean, they're turning against each other. According to, one of the, Anonymous members that got, booted out of Anonymous, they want to take out the whole Sony network. And then they're actually, trying to do that at this point in time. I'm not joking, man. This is real stuff, man. This is out of Wired magazine. You can't get any more internet than Wired magazine. And I know, hey, Karl Marx, I get it. Anonymous is not an organized group. I know this. But do you understand what the media is doing here? Do you understand what's happening here? They're going to throw you in as an organized crime cyber terrorist group. I mean, are you reading the reports? Are you reading what's happening here? All right, hey, Endless Mike, why don't you leave now, you stupid jerk ass here? Get Endless Mike out of here. Get him out. Get out! Get out! I mean, but this is not a joke, man. I mean, this is organized cyber terrorism, and the government is going to prosecute you accordingly. All right? They're going to prosecute you accordingly. I kid you not. And let me tell you something right now. This case right here is going to be the beginning of the end of cyber freedom. I kid you not. I kid you not. 732, you're on the air.
What up, Ghost?
What's going on, man?
I just had a quick question.
What's up?
Do you recommend investing in silver?
I would recommend it all the time. Are you kidding me? Based upon what's happening here in the markets out here, I'm always bullish on metals. Are you kidding me? Especially silver, since it's now got an industrial use for it. But we're not talking about that right now, man. We're talking about Anonymous hacking the Sony PlayStation Network. We're talking about this, and let me tell you, look, I know that Anonymous does things that are in favor of internet freedom. I get it. But what I'm saying, all right, what I'm saying is that what has happened, what has transpired, and according to the evidence, and of course the Sony people have the evidence that some idiot left in some file, that, hey, we are a Legion, an anonymous file. I'm serious. Y'all left y'all's calling card, for heaven's sake. And I know that y'all are not an organized group, but, man, the government and the media are starting to, focus in on y'all as some kind of a goddamn organized group. And let me tell you, you need to read about the RICO statute. If they can convict one person in your organization, they can convict you all. Just something to chew on. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Let's take some calls here. What do we got? We got 864. You're on the horn.
Yeah.
What's up?
About the Sony thing, you had said Iran didn't about the Iran stuff that should go.
No, I'm just saying. No. What I'm saying is I agree that sometimes you have to go to extreme measures to get a point across, but there is no point here. I mean, Anonymous has no point. I mean, look, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Some things, yeah, I remember them taking down Iran's website. Great, excellent. But you look at their causes. I mean, they're really just here and there. As a matter of fact, the Wired magazine. The person writing the article even talks about how zigzaggy and wishy-washy this organization is with its causes. But this particular cause in general, which is taken down, all right, which has taken down the PlayStation Network, now they're being targeted as cyber criminals and cyber terrorists. And I think you need to reread the Homeland Security Act. I think people need to reread the RICO statute. I think people need to reread these laws here because, remember, Sony's a big-ass company, assholes. All right? I mean, these idiots can buy these politicians. They can buy these people. Just give me a break. And all I'm saying is, man, is that at one point Anonymous was looked towards as a faction of protest. Now it's viewed as a faction of terrorism, man. I mean, look, why don't you do the damn search for yourself? 646-652-4869, 818. What up?
Hello.
Yeah.
What up? First off, you don't have an engineer, and second, it's...
first off, you sound too fruity to be on this show, and secondly, grow some goddamn bass in your voice! 215, you're on the horn.
What's that, Ghost?
What's up?
Yeah, well, we got an interesting perspective on this because, I've kind of been on the website. Me and my friends all have. A lot of people I know have. And, I think leaving a calling card and even attacking Sony, it's absolutely ridiculous. Some of the stuff that's, is really based on, the freedom of information, the free flow of the truth, stuff like, taking down Visa in support of Julian Assange. We're not, when people do stupid stunts like that mean nothing, it's just a shame to the entire community. It's just absolute anarchy without direction, and it's absolutely not needed. I agree with you in that respect. Absolutely.
Well, and let me tell you, I admired Anonymous for a minute there because, we need groups like this. We need groups that are going to respond to oppression, respond to horrific tragedies to the human condition. We need these types of people. But, when you've got, individuals out here, hacking Sony for, something really stupid. Let's be honest. Geo Hot should have known better. He should have known something was going to happen to him, and that's all there is to it. But to sit here and do these dramatic episodes of corporate espionage and cyber terrorism, and doing it for such a dumbass idea, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. I think that if you're going to hack somebody, and you're going to do some damage like that, you better, if you're going to leave a calling card, you leave them a reason why. Let everybody know that this is a cause, and we're willing to fight for it. We're willing to go to jail for it. We're willing to die for it. But that's not what anonymous is, and I don't think that they understand the implications of what's happening here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what I would say is there's just no reason for it. I don't understand what Sony would have done that would be against internet freedom, would be against anything. It's just some guy who wants to hide behind the logo so he can just go wreck, because he's probably got a terrible life. He's probably some geek behind a computer with a 100-pound gut that just can't get any pussy.
You're exactly right, man. And what's really unfortunate is that it's going to ruin not only the anonymous loose outfit here, but it's going to ruin internet freedom, man. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if laws are made because of this particular hack. I kid you not. That's what. Why do you think Sony wrote the House of Representatives? And let me tell you, I know Anonymous likes to try to boast themselves as internet freedom fighters, but this is not internet freedom fighting. As a matter of fact, this is helping perpetuate internet totalitarianism.
Well, sir, we here are all anons, and we would like to officially condemn the actions of any and all persons involved with the Sony Corporation hacking. I have a PlayStation too. He stole my stuff.
So you're speaking on behalf of Anon that y'all have no affiliation with this.
Well, nobody can really speak for, the entire majority of us, but, really, you think about it, it's stupid. It's just ridiculous actions. We don't need it. We don't need the heat from the cops, and we definitely don't need to lose the general public on this.
I'm not, I'm with you on that, man. Let me tell you, there is a big bashing machine going against Anonymous, and let me tell you, it's up to Anonymous to police itself at this point in time. Because if they don't, I'm not trying to, say that anything's going to happen or anything might happen, but let's take a look at the tools at the disposal of the federal government, because the federal government is looking into this. They took down the mafia on charges that aren't even in this category. On petty racketeering charges. You know what racketeering is? That means that you went up to somebody in a store that owns a business in a neighborhood and said, hey, you're going to pay me for protection, right? And that doesn't really seem like that big of a deal. If the cops would do their job, that wouldn't be happening. But this is far different. This is not only, intruding upon a system, but this is also causing millions of dollars of damage to corporate infrastructure. And, corporate infrastructure is not going to just let that go lightly. And if you look at Kevin Mitnick, if you look at what happened to Kevin Polson, and they didn't do half of what happened here in this Sony hacking situation, and they just acted alone. Just imagine when a whole group is implicated on this. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw out the RICO statute, which means under the RICO statute, all they need is one federal prosecutor and a federal judge to agree that Anonymous falls under the RICO statute. And all they have to do is, prosecute one of them, and they can prosecute them all. And that's not a lie.
Right. Well, in all we're anons, and we claim absolutely no allegiance to the actions done. We claim no knowledge of any individuals involved. I personally haven't even seen a mention of what's being done on the website, and it just seems like it's some ridiculous punk ass who's got some big problem with society, and he's heard of Anonymous. He might have been on the site a couple times, but I feel like he just decided to act like he's tough shit and acting like he's an Anonymous when really he has nothing to do with us.
And you see, I mean, that's where the problem comes in with Anonymous, don't you think? Is that, you know, I know that it's a loosely fit, outfit and a loosely fit group, but at some point there has to be some kind of ambiguous, association or organization so that you can be for certain and say with an undoubted certainty that it wasn't. But, you know, believe it or not, if the imbecile that they capture and claim that they did this hack, and they interrogate him, they give him the whole damn riot act, and he admits that he did this under some kind of order from anyone that is, I mean, they don't even have to be affiliated with the upper hierarchy. They just have to be affiliated with the organization. I'm not joking, RICO statute can be implemented here. Not to mention RICO statute, but there are certain elements of the Homeland Security bill that fall under this category too. I mean, I know that, and let me tell you, I'm not trying to implicate Anonymous in anything. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to tell Anonymous that we have to, or they have to, kind of take their heads out of their ass and realize that, hey, we're jokers, and sometimes we protest this, sometimes we protest that. We don't have anything to do with this. We have nothing to do with this whatsoever. And they have to reiterate that, and they have to put that on blogs and forums and everywhere. Because let me tell you something right now, man. I am very scared for Annan right now, because there are so much laws that are in the books that I'm telling you, Eric Holder, which is the Attorney General, is willing to use. And once again, if you're part of Annan, I mean, please say again that that Anonymous has nothing to do with the PlayStation hack whatsoever.
It's just a fat loser who can't get any. He's just pent up. He's got a lot of rage.
Standalone complex, dude. Shit.
Yeah, I mean it's unfortunate, man. Anyway, thanks for calling, man. I hope that the mainstream media hears this, because the mainstream media is basically putting the suggested idea of what Anonymous is to those that don't know what Anonymous is. They're suggesting that Anonymous is a terrorist, cyber-terrorist group. They're suggesting that Anonymous, is, some kind of threat to society. I'm sure that, whoever broke into the PlayStation did not get all 100 million accounts, okay? I believe me, I know they didn't. But I tell you, the Sony corporation is going to claim they did. And they're going to claim exuberant amount of damages that is going to require a life sentence in prison. Not joking, man. 646-652-4869. We got Strope from the BWC on the horn. What's going on, Strope?
Hey, what's going on, Ghost? I hear you talk about, I'm kind of familiar with. I've done, I'm not a part of them in no way, but I've done very.
Hey, Strope, you're cutting in and out a little bit, man. Can you fix your mic or something, man? You're kind of cutting in and out.
I'm having can you hear me better now?
Not really, man. You want to try to call back? I'll hit you. I'll put you back on.
Yeah. I'll call you back on the 617 area code, all right?
Okay, cool, man. Just private message me the area code and I'll answer it. All right. That was Strope from the BWC. He probably has something to say about this, anonymous hack. I want to hear from you. All right, 646-652-4869. As a matter of fact, I think we're going to dedicate the rest of the show to this particular situation, because I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are listening to this broadcast that want to know what the hell is the next move, not only on the government, prosecuting potential anonymous members, but Sony Corporation. This is some serious stuff here. Let's take some more calls. 978.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up?
Hey, I'm an IT guy, and I follow these groups. I can guarantee you what happened to Sony was from the Russians. All right, because there's two primary groups. Yeah, you get the Russians, and then you get the Chinese, who are actually funded by their own governments and taught by their own schools to go hack other servers. All right, so it definitely wouldn't have been them. They're not going to attack their own servers. All right, pretty much use the Russians.
Well, do you think, though, also that if it was the Russians or the Chinese, that Sony would, approach those countries in particular, saying that they have direct evidence that, the hack came from this particular country. You would think that, given the fact that Sony makes robots and, Sony makes, electronic widgets and computers, that they'd be able to backtrace, even with 1,000 proxies, backtrace wherever in the hell this hack came from. You know what I mean?
No, not at all. Not this attack. They wouldn't have been able to figure out where it came from. They could barely build a decent CD player anymore.
I hear you.
Whoever got in there good, and if they left something, it was intentionally to mislead them. It's kind of a Scooby-Doo scenario.
Oh, man. So, Russians or Chinese, you think, huh?
It's definitely the Russians. They just did it a couple of months ago. They broke into a bunch of banks in America, too, electronically. And this is what these guys do. These guys don't really have much of a rhyme or reason either, because they stole like a bunch of accounts, but they didn't really steal any money.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying too. I mean, if we've got stuff like this, if the world is producing a bunch of losers that are trying to hack, the internet, people from Russia, China, people from Iran, people from all these countries. Anonymous should be going out there and beating the bejesus digitally out of these idiots. You know what I mean? Seriously, they should be going out there and beating the bejesus out of these morons. I mean, they should be going out there dropping the goddamn website of Russia and China. I mean, and throw "We Are a Legion" right on the goddamn Chinese website, for Christ's sake. That's what they should be doing. Huh? That'd be awesome. You're talking about ownage. You know what I mean? I mean, good God. Anyway, I'm still looking for Strope. I don't see him on the switchboard here. You might want to call back in there, Strope. I think we got Goofy Bone on the horn, though. What's up, Goofy Bone?
Hey, Ghost, happy Cinco de Mayo in my
Hey, there you go, man. Are you kidding me? I'm going to, right after the show, I'm going down here to 6th Street. Everybody's partying. Everybody's drinking. They're having sales on Mexican beers. It's great out here, man.
Oh, I've already hit the bar from work, and now I just got off work, and I'm going to go hit the bar again, Ghost. Tonight's the night where all the Mexican ladies tend to like to get laid. So if you guys are lucky out there, buy a Mexican girl a Corona, and chances are you're going to get laid tonight.
No kidding. Are the juices start flowing with the Latinas on Cinco de Mayo for some reason?
Oh yeah, it's just a good old Mexican excuse to party, Ghost. I'll tell you that for damn sure. But I wanted to talk about good old Anonymous and this Sony thing. It's going to take the CIA or whoever 10 years to find Obama. How long do you think it's going to take them to find this Sony hacker? They could find this kid probably within the next couple of months. So, I mean, come on, government. You're serious. Grow the F up. This is a waste of your time and other people's time and taxpayers' money, of course, but they don't see it that way.
You're damn right. And not to mention that the FBI is looking into this, man. And if the FBI is looking into this, it's not a joke. I mean, this is federal. And, I think that Anonymous should do, and they did say on this program that they didn't have anything to do with it, but I think that they have to over-amplify that they did not have they didn't have anything to do with the PlayStation Act. They have to over-amplify this stuff because at this point in time, you've got supposed anonymous members, writing into, all these media outlets claiming that, oh yeah, I'm a disbanded member from Anonymous, and I've got information that I can tell you that Anonymous is going to do their next hack or where they're going to do their next this and that. I mean, it's just getting very serious. I mean, the media is putting out these guys to be some kind of terrorist organization. And I know they're not, but that's what they're being they're being put out as in the public. And I think that they need to take this a little serious.
The only terrorist in people's eyes is to the government. Anonymous is just a bunch of 15 to say 24-year-old group of individuals that are just having fun with the ways of the internet. And it's pretty funny how the government's quick to point a finger. When something like this happens, it's Sony's damn fault for opening up their gaming community to just idiotic people that could just hack you. Don't blame other people. Blame the company who did this. You know, I'm not on Anonymous side or anybody else's side, but I mean, come on. If you're gonna put a multi-million-dollar corporation in the hands of children or video gamers, you're gonna get idiots that do this stuff. So it's Sony's damn fault, not Anonymous's fault. So don't be blaming other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and not to mention that Sony, and the way they stored the credit card information and user information was like a mom and pop shop, storing the information on the server side. Whenever they make, transactions on their shopping cart, for Christ's sake. I mean, it was, from what I understand, one of the most disgusting ways of, holding information. I mean, they just left it out there for everybody, which I do agree that, Sony does have an element of responsibility for making that particular site safe and that particular information safe. But, you're right. They're trying to point the finger at Anonymous. As a matter of fact, they're claiming to have a file left behind by an anonymous member saying we are a legion, that sort of thing. And, it could get pretty scary for Anonymous, man, if they're not careful, you know?
Yeah, who knows? Next thing you know, they're going to say, during the raid of Osama bin Laden, they found that he was a member of Anonymous. That's what we're going to find out next week, Ghost.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, the government is definitely looking out. They're trying to use any tactic necessary to apply regulation on the internet. I mean, look at these scumbags in Washington. They're waiting. They're waiting to apply any kind of regulation on the internet, and that's the last thing we need. It'll stifle creativity. It'll stifle communication. It'll stifle growth. We do not need any kind of government, any kind of international consortium, or any corporation taking control of this internet. And that's why I keep telling people that, if you're going to if you're going to be a part of this anonymous group, and you're going to be, somebody who is, how can I put it, obliging the ideology of this group, well, then you have to take it upon yourself to police your own selves. You know? You have to police your own selves. And if you find some idiot who's going to utilize your name to do bad things, well, you need to get them out. Get them out. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to get somebody out of my chat room right now. Here, Mudkips, you're out of here, Mudkips. Get them out. Get them out. Get out. Get out right now, Mudkip. Get out. You piece of crap. 337, you're on the air.
Hey, Ghost.
What's up?
I was wondering, man, why aren't you syndicated like Howard Stern or Walton Johnson?
Well, I can't understand you from that cheap-ass Salvation Army phone you got going on over there, for Christ's sake. It sounds like it's halfway down your throat, like it's your father's schlong head. All right, call back and maybe take about 10 steps away from the goddamn phone, and maybe we'd understand you, you stupid milky liquor. Who else we got here? We got 704.
Hey, I was reading Atlas Shrugged the other night, and I was just, I was thinking, I wanted to ask, could you fart on the mic?
You can tell that's a fat bitch. Jesus Christ, you can tell that's a fat whore. I mean, do you hear this, bro? I mean, you can hear the fat in that bitch's windpipe, for Christ's sake. Good Lord. You know what I mean? Any broad who's going to call up and do some whack-ass prank call like that is definitely not getting the high hard one or getting taken out for Cinco de Mayo. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you know what, broad? Go find yourself a hard leg to penetrate that disgusting meat hole you got going on. Who else we got going on here? 404, you're on the horn.
Yeah, Ghost. I'm in favor of eating all the homosexuals and the homeless people.
Yeah, well, you're a disgusting disgrace, for Christ's sake. I mean, who in the hell would eat people? Besides Jeffrey Dahmer, who was a homosexual, by the way, who in the hell would eat people? All right? I mean, unless you're in a plane crash on a mountain and you're going to starve to death. I mean, I think people, given the fact, all the garbage we eat, you know what I'm talking about? All the artery-clogging triple cheeseburgers, all the mozzarella sticks and all the crap that you put down your whole. I mean, that's going to be, appetizing as eating another human. Jesus Christ. Let's take another call here. 215. What up?
Hello?
You're taking too long, you milky liquor. You're taking too long. We got 111. What's up? Where's that faggot? What? Can you say that a little louder? You're coming in real low. Can you say it again? Hello? Can you say that louder? We can't understand. I can't hear you. Where's this faggot? You're coming in real low, man. Come on, man. I mean, do you have a microphone? I mean, put the microphone closer to your mouth. Say it. We can't hear you. Say it. What? Well, we can't hear you from your cheap Salvation Army computer, for Christ's sake. All right. All right. Stop shopping at the flea market. What do we got? 818.
Hey, Ghost. I just want to
Nah, you're too fruity to be on here. You sound too fruity. 864, you're on the horn.
Yeah, I would like to add on something a previous caller had said that. But first thing I would like to say is that Anonymous and 4chan is pretty much, it's close but not the same thing. And about the Sony hacks, I'm pretty sure it wasn't someone from Anonymous who had did it, because if you look at the Anonymous history or whatever, they have never been interested about money. It's mostly been solely about, freedom acts or just protest in general. It's almost never been about the money.
No, I don't think that the Sony hack was about the money. It was about, some kind of purpose, but still, the integrity of the network of Sony was jeopardized, and they left a calling card of Anonymous. Now, Sony is writing the federal government of America in hopes of, prosecuting these members of Anonymous here. And, what I'm saying is, even though they are, not necessarily, a terrorist group or an organized crime group, they're going to prosecute these people as such. I mean, I think, Anonymous needs to read the goddamn RICO statute. They need to read the Homeland Security Act. They need to read these things again, man. Anyway, let's take another call here. Vitochi in the place. What's going on, Vince?
Hey, Ghost. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, man, just chilling, man. Just trying to get it across to these Anonymous people, man, that they need to watch out, that the federal government's not a joke, man.
Yeah, I think the federal government is a joke, and I don't think they even know what they're getting themselves into. Anonymous is obviously not a real organization. We all know that. We can stop pretending that they have some sort of
but although Vince,
serious
it's
organizational
public
structure.
Though, man, it's public perception.
I know the public perception, but let's just face it. You've been getting a good taste of these kids, this organization, if you will, over the last two weeks or so.
Well, no, they've been calling me for like 3 years, but I'm very aware of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay, but these guys, organizing these kids would be like herding cats. It's ridiculous to even pretend that there's some sort of hierarchical structure to this mumbo jumbo. I think it's hilarious. It's obvious that anybody that is behind that website had nothing to do with this, because they obviously wouldn't use that term anonymous, because that's what they found in one of these hacks, right?
Supposedly Sony's got some kind of file that is labeled anonymous, and in the file it says "We are a Legion." So I mean, that's their evidence.
Yeah, that right there is a pure hack job. It's just the person has nothing to do with Anonymous, and all these, it's just, it's ridiculous. It's stupid. I'm sorry.
And I agree, but at the same time, the public perception is now, at this point in time, especially now that the mainstream media is getting to know who the hell Anonymous is. I mean,
True,
I see it on Fox. I see it on Fox Business. I see it on MSNBC. I see it on all these mainstream media networks. They are trying to, label this group as a terrorist act, as a terrorist group. Yeah.
Yeah,
and you see,
I see that.
All the public needs to know, though. All the public needs to know is that they're a terrorist group, And if public perception embraces that, well, then Eric Holder and the federal government can prosecute accordingly, and no one's going to give two rats' asses.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's sort of a new phase that we're going into here. We're going away from terror in reality to cyber terror. And that's why you're seeing people like this whole Osama bin Laden passing is really a changing of the guard, if you will. I think we're going into an age of information and cyber terror, and there's going to be more stuff like this, and there's going to be more crackdowns on it, and you're going to see people like Julian Assange become the new Osama bin Ladens, the new boogeymen out there in the world, and this is going to. And you're absolutely right. I can totally see this being like a false flag with Sony, bringing this to court and potentially bringing down some serious net neutrality bullshit onto all of us.
And let me tell you, that's what I'm afraid of, man. I don't want any kind of regulation on the internet whatsoever. I mean, this is the last bastion of freedom that we have, and whether you live in a free country or don't, at least you can come on here and be a free person. This is the last place we need it, any kind of regulation, anything whatsoever. And according to, some people that are here in the chat room, there's some reports that, the PlayStation servers were actually unpatched, and this is why hackers were able to get in there, regardless if they were unpatched or not. I think that an Anonymous needs to take this a little serious, that they are being implicated, and if anybody who is busted for this particular hack, anybody who's busted for it claims to be anonymous, and they will, believe me, they're gonna, they're gonna find evidence, they're gonna do whatever it takes. Anonymous, just like you said, Julian Assange and everybody else who's a part of this, supposed digital boogeyman age, they are going to be, pieces in the puzzle to add regulation to the internet, and I don't want that, man. I don't want that whatsoever.
Yeah, neither do I, brother. I'm right there with you. The other thing I wanted you to touch on real quick, I don't know if I missed you say it, but are you serious? Ben Bernanke is saying he wants the government to relax regulations. I thought the Fed was trying to take on new regulatory powers. I thought that they were. Are they? What's that all about?
No, well, that's the thing. I mean, the government doesn't want to give the Federal Reserve the authority that it asked for, and as a result, the government wants to add more authority itself into the financial markets. So, this is a battle of this is basically a battle of bureaucracies here,
Yeah, and I heard we were also getting ready to go into quantitative easing 3 now. What is?
I haven't heard that yet. I haven't heard that just yet. Now, when Ben Bernanke had his press conference, he, with ambiguous language and loose language, basically said that he is open to the opportunity of a quantitative easing 3 because quantitative easing 2 ends June. And let me tell you something. If it does, we should see rises once again in the stock market and in gold and silver there, Vince. So it's not necessarily an entirely bad situation, but it is definitely going to separate the rich from the poor. But anyway, Vince, I want to thank you for calling up. I want to thank everybody for calling up. We got 2 minutes left. Before I start giving shout-outs to peeps, once again, please, www.capitalistarmy.com, all right? Join it now. We're looking for a few good men and women that are out there that are true capitalists, that want to exchange ideas, that want to communicate. It's the only social network for capitalists right here, capitalistarmy.com. Not to mention, all right? Not to mention, please follow me on Twitter, all right? Don't be an ass clown and follow me for one day, and then I make some controversial Twitter little tweet or something, and then you stop following me, all right? Ghost Politics is the name to follow. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ghost Politics is the name to follow. Anyway, let's get some shout-outs to everybody in the room. Let's see if I can get everybody before the damn show's over. I got 2 minutes here. We got 9009 Cat. We got Alcoholic in the house. We got Anatoly Levenko, some Russian cockeyed bastard. We got an Eddie Eskerment, Annan 9369. What's going on? We got Australian Fur. What's going on? Bathtub Farts. Good God. Bend Over in the house. We got Big PP. Big PP. That's great. Bone Shredder in the place. We got Capitalistic. Captain Charisma. What's going on? We got, Coxzura. We got Communist Texan Creature, Danny Tazalon. We got David Fruit Bowl, Debbie Daly in the place. What's going on to Debbie Daly? We got Dr. Harry Shipman. We got Eat My Poop. We got Everyman Marxist. We got Future DMB. What's going on? We got Gizod. What's going on, Gizod? We got Goku. What's going on, Goku? Goku, these are people that are part of the True Capitalist Army. We got Grit77 in the place. We got a whole bunch of guests that have tuned in with us. We've got I'm Writer User in the place, Info Dude 3, Jims93, Josh 11, Kylie Gatto, Karl Marx, Cunt Mash, Kyle Marino, Listener CA, we've got Matt Marshall, My Kids, we got Michael Thomas in the place. What's going on, Michael Thomas? We got Niagara Roll, Nigerian. What's going on? Nozart, Originator, Pepe is nice, Papa Dot. What's going on, Papa Dot? Keep capitalizing in England. We got question mark, Rub Mike. We got Smell My Poop again. We got Space Sweeper, Syphilitic Meat. We've got the Rock Dude. We've got the German. We got the guy 1337. We got Todd in the place. We've got Trollface, Vince in the Bay in the house. We got Mother Russia. Screw Mother Russia. Kick that piece of crap out of there. We've got who else we got? We got Jeannie Santorini. She just got out of the place here. We've got who else we got? We got Swollen Eye, Space Sweeper. We got who else? Who else we got here? Trollface and Vince in the Bay. Vince in the Bay. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in with me, folks. Let me tell you, we're off the air at this point in time. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. I'm here Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 Central Standard Time. Spread the word and spread it around like wildfire. Spread it around. Let everybody know about the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Let everybody know. And not to mention, folks, please follow me on Twitter, folks. I'm trying to get Twitter followers on here. Don't be a milky-licking piece of nipple clamp loving, butt plug up the ass looking, hot dog tickling your poop shoot having piece of crap. Follow me on Twitter right now, twitter.com/ghostpolitics. All right? Ghost Politics. All right? One more time. Twitter.com/ghostpolitics. All one word, no underscores, folks. All right? So anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. We got a lot of people still, listening to me through the phone, the telephone. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank everybody. Once again, spread the word about the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Let everybody you know that we're infected in the house. I mean, it's fun. It's great. It's a call-in show. It's great, mate. Not to mention that, you can drink, you can kick back, you can break bread with me, the whole 9 yards. The whole 9 yards. Anyway, man, thanks a lot. Spread the word. True Capitalist Radio Show in effect, in the house. I'm out of here. Long live capitalism, baby. And remember, tomorrow, guess what tomorrow is? Guess what tomorrow? Baller Friday. That's right. Tomorrow is Baller Friday. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make it to Baller Friday, for Christ's sake, man. I'm going to be stumbling in. You know what I mean? I'm going to be stumbling in. It's Cinco de Mayo, all right? I'm going down right now to 6th Street. It's Miller time. I'm going to drink until I pass out. I'll see y'all tomorrow, folks. Long live the capitalist movement, baby. I'm out of here.
You've been listening to True Capitalist Radio. The thoughts, views, ideas, comments, and opinions of the host of this show are absolutely his. Catch more live episodes Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30 Central. Or check out archive shows at blogtalkradio.com. True Capitalist Radio.
That's it.
A Napa guy knows not to judge a man by his car's multicolored paint job or absence of modern gadgetry. Who cares if it's technically old enough to vote and the windows are powered by the strength of your left arm? Your monthly payment is zero. And it'll stay that way. Because with over 400,000 parts and a little Napa know-how, you can keep anything on the road. She may not be pretty, but she's all yours. That's Napa know-how.